And we live.
We are. Is it there? Oh no, there it is, up in the corner, live. Sneak attack tonight.
Why is it so small?
That's what
You clicked the wrong one. Did she? That's not
no.
good.
I hope not. That was just a funny joke. Couldn't help myself. Am I lagging a little bit?
No, you good.
Yeah, probably. Always.
Shout out to everyone
Okay.
in the chat. What's up, Tim, Eddie Z, Jack, Cyber, Shax, Devrin, Mr.
Early Nights,
Graves,
They're all showing up.
Resin, Burley. What's up, everybody?
Dude, we're back, man. F35 live, double streaming, 2 nights in a row, man. Good to see you guys again. So
Tonight we get the DJing.
Yeah, right. We got a packed schedule tonight, and good thing because Cardano NFTs, dude. I guess they're catching a little bit of heat tonight. So we're gonna be diving in. Everything's really taking off inside the space right now. It's pretty crazy to see.
I'm loving it. I am
Dude,
loving
such a
it.
bullish night, man. So much fun. So, but yeah, we got a packed house tonight. Wolves of Rome and Winged Warriors. Shout out to everybody in those communities who are tuning in. If yours is your first time, it's their F35 weekly live stream. We do this every Monday night from 9 p.m. to at least 11 p.m. Probably tonight a lot longer than that. Just with the amount of stuff we're going to get into. So shout out to everybody here. Buckle up, grab a drink, whatever it is that you're doing. And we got some stuff to get into. Let me pull. Okay, perfect. Kyle, there he is. He's sitting backstage. So yeah, we're gonna bring our first guest in for the night. He's been onto the stream before. For the first season, they dropped the Empire. The Wolves? Blanking on the actual Empire Wolves.
Yeah, the Wolves.
Sorry.
Yeah, Empire Wolves.
Yeah. Sorry. The Wolves over there. Now we got season 2 coming up here. You got the Empire Liches. 2 out of 5 of the Empire drops
sick,
we got
too.
coming up. Yeah, I can't wait to share some of the stuff. And we got a chance to meet Kyle over at CNFTcon. Had a great time catching up. And tonight, man, their card game is up to be something awesome. So big shout out to Kyle. Let's welcome him onto the stream. And also, good morning, man.
Yeah, good morning.
Hey guys. Yeah, it's a fresh 3 a.m. for me. Getting my day started early with F35's live stream. So feeling good, man. Thanks for having me.
Of
Absolutely.
course, dude. Good to have you
It was
here
cool
again,
to
man.
meet you in person too, though.
I'd say long time no see.
Yeah. It was really cool, man. That was one of the things I think CNFTcon that I didn't expect would be as awesome as it was. Just constantly meeting people and recognizing their voice or recognizing their merch, and then like realizing who I'm talking to, someone I might have been speaking to on a live stream or in a Twitter space. So
Yeah.
it was fun, man. It was good to meet you, Tommy, and it was a fun time. I think the only thing is I wish I'd met more people. There's a bunch of people afterwards that say, hey, like, we saw you, we didn't get a chance to say hi. And I'm like, well, now we have to wait another year to do that. Because
Yeah.
Right.
when you will see.
I'm already pumped for the next one, that's for sure.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely going to be there. And I've also been dying to attend a Rare Bloom, which I just missed. So next year I'm going to try do both, but I'm just imagining how tired I'm going to be.
I just hope they're not back to back like they were this year. I hope it's spaced out just a little bit, whether it be CNFTcon a little earlier and then Rare Bloom a little later, whatever the case may be.
Yeah. Just got to pace yourself if you're doing both events.
Yeah.
Some of us didn't on CNFTcon. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so Tommy is going to reset. He is rugging really hard, but we were gonna get right into it. So you have the next drop. It's the Liches coming out, which is what the second. You have a few of them though, don't you? Like there's like 5 of them sets coming out, right? Or 4 of them.
Yeah, there's
I can't
actually
remember.
total. There's 6. There's 6
that's right, okay.
seasons, which sounds like a hell of a lot to do drops on, but we're making sure that they're really small volume drops.
Right.
So anyone who jumped in on Empire Wolves will know that was our very first drop, and also means that it's the lowest supply of 2,000. And then Liches is up next. And so if you know the reason for us splitting up the drops, other than growing with our community, is we get to introduce each empire from the game one by one. And so we obviously introduced Wolves, and that was the core empire that the game is set on, but now it's time to learn a little bit else about what's happening in the land, and we're introducing an enemy. So Liches are undead Egyptian gods, like zombies, that are now entering the mix. So wolf holders are very conflicted about minting them. It's an interesting dynamic because they're enemies. So we've got this if you're pro wolves and you're not a pro lich person, then you wanna be minting these to hunt them essentially. But we strangely enough have a lot of lich fans that are like, I'm
one of them. Oh, I love how they look. Based on like
really
pure
good.
looks, like, you know, just even before you get into like the deep lore of it, just like surface level looks, they're some of like my favorite ones you've previewed so far, at least.
Thanks.
Definitely my favorite, man.
Oh man, I appreciate that, and I think that's I guess just down to like taste, right? There's a lot of people who like them but are weird about them. That video you just played there, that one I've got, like, there's a couple of videos. Obviously, we've got like our teaser trailer. This is our lich reveal trailer. So this is the announcement of liches when we first put it out there. We obviously like to do everything really like cinematic with the trailers. It's kind of like a habit for us now.
I mean, it looks good.
So this one, I actually want to. I'd love if, I don't know if it's possible, but if you could play it with sound, I'd love to show you.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only thing is
like what went into it.
If we do the sound on this, we found this out last night on stream. We all just can't talk over it because it'll do a double echo. So as long as we'll let the audio go, we just gotta be quiet.
Hold on here, let me do this real quick.
There you go.
Rise, my kings of Kuma. Wake, for the world has changed while you sleep. The wolves have found their home. They believe they are safe. Nowhere is safe.
Dude, who does your voice acting?
I was just literally, that was my question.
That.
I wanted to know who did the voice acting. That's such a good question.
So we've got lucky twice. The first time we did voice acting, we got a guy who was like in a metal band, and that was in our gameplay trailer, which we'll play maybe in this chat. Our gameplay trailer where we wanted to storify the gameplay trailer a little bit and just, you know, show that it was a battle game, that you're entering battle. And so we got this guy with this deep voice, and he just sounded like he'd lived on the battlefield, right? He just had the perfect voice for it.
Yeah.
Ironically, this voiceover work and voice acting work was done by myself. I do a bit of voice acting work.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow,
So
I'm impressed. That's cool.
Thanks, man. This is kind of like my post CNFTcon voice when your voice goes away and then you sound like you know, it's super deep. But it was ran through the guys at Mirai Music who do a lot of the production for our stuff, and they do a lot of our songwriting and production, and then they also do 8 Ninjas, and so they made me sound ancient. The weird thing about that trailer was, though, we went and did a bunch of research. I went and did a bunch of research because I wanted to say a bunch of things in an ancient Egyptian language, and it was actually really hard to find because when you search what you want to say in Coptic, you realize that Coptic is like kind of like Greek, Egyptian, and it's not super ancient. And when the further back you go to ancient, the less like the stuff even is accurate, right? So I found myself after like 4 or 5 hours going like, why am I doing this? Like, no one's gonna know, no one's gonna care, like no one's even gonna hear it. Anyway, I'm like, I've come this far. I get this thing translated by this YouTube expert. He tells me how to pronounce the stuff, so you know, as far back as he can like tell me. I learn it, I record it, and then when I send it to the guys and they send me this back, they're like, yeah, we didn't have enough time to like put the whispers and like stuff on their own, so it's kind of like mixed into the background. And I was like, what they did sounds great, but it completely like it didn't matter. Like my research didn't matter. I was just like, yeah, that's what I get.
That came out really good.
I was gonna say no one would know though. You could just play like lines from The Mummy,
that.
and yeah, you know, we wouldn't know what the translation was. So you've been good.
Exactly. I mean, like that's, I guess, like I just
I like the dedication though.
I didn't want to make up a couple of words and then some random guy who's like
someone would have called
living in Egypt goes, that's not what they spoke here.
100%.
And then you're like, that's not accurate, man, and you just kind of lose your wind. So yeah, I'm glad I did it. It was fun.
And then you could say, well, you weren't volunteering for voicing.
Yeah, I weirdly know a lot of really ancient words now, which I'm convinced like got me sick, like I was cursed or something for a while. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to put together, and of course working with all the 3D stuff and the cinematic trailers is like a guilty pleasure. Like we really enjoy making them. We kind of do them for us more than we do them for marketing. So
I was gonna say, do you guys put those together as well? Because I was looking at the white paper one you guys did, and that white paper one is amazing. Like the editing and stuff that you guys did for that, it was like a professional like game trailer. It really looks that way.
All right, thanks, man. Well, I mean, I guess if we didn't have the visual chops to put together good trailers, we wouldn't be in the right industry working in games and NFTs. So, yeah, that's us, and the game trailer is my normal voice. So just kind of like chatting our way through the white paper, because we just felt like people don't read white papers that often these days.
Right.
And even now with the whole white paper, we've got 2 white papers for the project, one for the NFT drops and one for the game itself. And we've got a video white paper, and still people buy these things and then come into Discord and say, so what do I do with this? And you're like,
right.
I
Just send them the video. Here you go. Just get it right.
Yeah, here you go.
I did want to bring this up because it is live, and I don't want anybody to miss out if they're going through this. TJ, we do have a giveaway running up because we have 5 whitelist spots, courtesy of you, Kyle, over at Wolves of Rome for the Empire Liches drop that is currently live in our Discord over on the giveaways channel. Link, I think we're pinned at the top of the description in the chat to join that. Make sure you guys enter that in. We'll end that here at 9:55 Eastern, so roughly about 40 minutes from now. So if anybody hasn't jumped in yet, make sure you guys are getting in there. Oh, TJ, I was looking at that. Yeah, dude. So some of the stuff
I won't mess up this one. I didn't join this giveaway. I think TJ stayed out too.
That's the thing over here is that Tom always joins the our giveaways, and the rule is if he wins, he has to double up whatever the prize
I guess
is.
I should join. You're right. Yeah.
There you go. And then, yeah, man, you guys have some amazing artwork, which you obviously saw right there, but you guys got a little creative because we're getting close to Halloween, and you guys had some fun teasers. I don't know, TJ, if you're able to bring that up right now.
Yeah.
Let's pull up one of the new teasers, and then we can kind of get into what the liches are for anybody who hasn't caught up with what you guys are doing.
Yeah, MJ.
This is so cool.
Oh man, that is it works so well on that body type too. Like I don't know, it just went along perfectly too. Like the body and the face and all that. Like literally meant for Thriller right there.
Thriller we couldn't resist because he starts off. Okay, technically when you research it, he's a werecat in the beginning of the video, but I mean it's a werewolf. Let's just face it. And so he's a wolf in the beginning, and then he's a zombie like halfway through. And so it was perfect that we had Halloween coming up. We're literally raising the dead, minting the dead for this one. So we couldn't. And the weird thing is, like, the definition of liches is kind of like Harry Potter-esque. It's things that they bond their life to like an external object, like a Horcrux, like Voldemort does. So he never really dies. And in our story, the liches are not actually all about the dead. They're actually trying to constantly escape death, which is why they're so gross and undead and stuff. And so, being able to do this so close to Halloween, this whole drop is perfectly themed. And MJ just made sense, right? Like Thriller just made a lot of sense for this drop. So we had fun with this one. We've got a couple of other ones. I mean, I'll let the cat out the bag here. We're revealing a Negan one. So Walking Dead Negan with the seal bats with the
barbed wire on it.
Barbed wire around the bat, because I mean that's a ton of undead. Why not? And yeah, I mean there's a bunch of one-of-ones. We've got some unexpected partners as well that you guys definitely will know. You talk about the space popping right now, and NFTs being talk of the town. There's an NFT project right now that is one of the 2 really big ones that's being talked about at the moment that we're revealing some NFT crossovers with. And then we've also got a project that is constantly the most engaged project on Cardano. Not really, project, Twitter account. I don't know. I don't want to I'm really bad at hints. Everyone's just guessing my hints right now.
Yeah, right.
Which one are those again?
Does it rhyme with burp or what's the other one? Mutants over there? It's got to be right. And then, so you guys, is that going to be announced coming up prior to the mint? So I guess we can kind of like also start there. When is the mint date for the Empire Liches?
Yeah, so we mint on the 27th for whitelist and on the 28th for public. So that's right before Halloween. We wanted to. It just worked out perfectly. Everyone can get their profile pictures in before it all happens. So, I see you on our white paper. Nice. Yeah. So the supply is 2,222 liches. So slightly more than than wolves, basically just because everyone who holds a wolf is whitelisted. So in order just to make sure that we always kind of hit we're trying to make sure we always hit a public portion of the sale. We're increasing the supply ever so slightly every time. And yeah, that's I mean, last time we minted. Oh, there are 180 ADA, sorry. And so, you know, it's the middle of the bear market. When we minted season 1, we were very concerned that, like, you know, we're not going to mint out because it's a tough time and people are just, you know, like people watching their wallets and holding their ADA, and it's, you know, 180 ADA is a fair bit when it's a bear market. And yeah, we were wrong.
You still have 29 hours, right?
29 hours after we went public.
Nice.
I woke up on the Sunday. We started minting on the Friday, Thursday or Friday, I think. And I woke up on the Sunday, and yeah, it was done.
Sold out.
It was gone. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. The mint party was crazy. So we're really, like, I think what I learned the first time is the mint party was one of everyone's favorite part. You know, celebrating mints together and stuff. So this time we're going a bit more. We're gonna like really put effort into making the mint party something special. So it's like a weekend-long run event with things happening during mint and just kind of gamifying the whole experience. I think is going to be fun. So yeah. Well,
it's question 2 for you is the whitelist for the Empire's wolves. If you own one of those or you don't own one, is there going to be a snapshot date for those for the whitelist, or you guys, as long as you have one in the wallet and can mint, how's that going to work?
Yeah, we're gonna do a snapshot the day before. Okay. I think it's a little safer right now because people pass around NFTs. You can limit it by NFT, but I think we just wanted to make it very clear so the community will do a snapshot. We did the same thing with our medallions, our Empire medallions. We did a holder snapshot and we did an airdrop to them, and we're doing that on every season. So yeah, it's just a little simpler and less chance of having a technical error during mint, which is something that no one wants. So for
every season too, each NFT gets like this bundle of things, right? That's correct. Every season gets all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So obviously some of the stuff would be flavored to the season. So when you see there's something that says you get Empire shards, if you're holding an Empire wolf and you're not holding an Empire lich, you would get Roman shards. If you're holding a wolf and a lich, you would get Roman and Egypt shards, and so on and so forth. So we try to like benefit someone who's managed to get a little bit of everything as well, you know, so giving them.
Or you can stack some things too, like if you really want to go one way. I like how deep that can go. And then as far as so for the 3rd series, will you need series 2 to get a whitelist, or will series 1 apply?
You'll just need the previous season. So yeah, for 3rd you'll need season 2. Yeah. Unless you're an OG in the Discord, in which case you kind of whitelisted for everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then also for that those airdrops up there, TJ, if you scroll up a little bit back to the medallions or where so those actually come in different tiered rarities, because I noticed I had one of those in my wallet, but I only owned one of the ones. But if you have obviously more wolves, what are the different benefits to the rare medallions?
Cool. So when we first thought of the medallions, it was really just like a surprise. We wanted to give the wolf team, and we were going to cook up the utility later, right? We didn't even plan to do them. We hadn't promised to do them, but we just kind of looked at it and we just were surprised by how many some people held, and we were like, we can't not do something special here. But then once we dropped them, airdropped them, we suddenly realized, you know, this makes life much easier when you're trying to tier out rewards. If someone gives us another project gives us 20 whitelist spots, we would start at the top. Emperor holders, which there are only 6 or 5 of them, I think 5 of them total. Those are the guys who hold 100 or more wolves. They would get first dibs at that, and it would move down the tiers. So we never really had a system for distributing, the invitation to private sales that we get, or when you've got a big Discord of a couple thousand people, how do you decide who is it? Just first come, first serve? This was a nice way to kind of open that and open it up to holders in different tiers, and I think that's something that they appreciate. So depending on how many we get, we just run it through the holders medallions, and it's a nice easy way to kind of figure out who gets stuff. And I don't think anyone sold theirs. I'm quite impressed. So far no one has tried to.
That's cool. Actually impressive. That's impressive. Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I really love the detail you guys go into. Like I said, the modeling and you know, the 3D artwork that you guys put in for and just the animations. Obviously, like I know maybe people who haven't actually caught up with what you guys have going on, if they're just tuning in too, is the actual card game itself is like beautiful. You guys do awesome animations. That gameplay trailer that you guys have, I definitely feel like we should definitely show that on stream, because that it really just gives you a good idea of what you guys are doing.
And then sadly we've got to do that whole not talk thing again, because this is just I'll be in trouble if I let this go without
without
the
some audio.
All right,
let's do it. Actually, I gotta share again. I hate this thing when it does that.
It's all good. Technology.
Right?
This is why I didn't want to do it. Why I'm putting it to you guys.
Oh, it's the software is stupid. 1 sec. Here we go.
Sharpen your blade, Legionnaire. The battle lines have been drawn. Never forget, we are collect, conquer, own.
Awesome. I remember last time you were saying that's actually not the final form of the visual of how the gameplay is going to look. Remember you were saying it's going to look even better than what it actually looks like, which I already think it looks great.
Thanks, man. So right now we have a very bare bones alpha version of the game that the team playing, and we slowly improve on it. A little bit of surprise for the wolves that are listening. I see Devon here, and I think I noticed another one as well. Over the course of November, so right after this mint, we're deploying a bunch of upgrades that the team have been working on. That has animations in it, so card animations. So very much what you're seeing there, which is really cool. It's also got a bunch of new upgrades to the game, which allow us to do account level login. Right now, everyone's just playing the game, and for the alpha, all the game data, like your progress data, is stored locally, which is just because it's an alpha. Because the beta takes so long, we've been able to like dabble with the alpha more, and we've kind of got central database now, a login. We'll probably be able to log in with Discord. It'll probably feed a leaderboard metrics to the website. So as you play, you might make the leaderboard. So it takes the alpha and turns it a lot closer to a beta. There'll be like sound and effects, but the beta is a whole different kettle of fish. We're looking to go a complete 3D environment for the cards. There's going to be a hell of a lot more happening, a lot of more different boards. It will be mobile, built for mobile, so we'll have that as well.
This will be great.
So yeah, we're aiming a lot higher than this, but you can't be building a game for like a good few months and not show kind of like a concept. So while the concept is our final concept, we have to show something. But I'm looking forward to it being a lot better than this when the beta comes out, and some people being surprised because they might have watched this a few times, and then suddenly
they're like, really good.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Well, some of that stuff, which was really cool too, that I think we got a chance to talk last time about, was the actual board itself. Like some of those items on there that you see, like the customizations on the outside there, when you go back a little bit, those are going to be mintable like NFTs that you can use to customize the board outside of the cards, right?
Yeah, that's well remembered on your side. So yeah, like in Hearthstone, they're all just little aesthetics that you can click on 1,000 times and then they pop out some gold or they light up a fire. But in our game, those we refer to as monuments, and they alter post gameplay rewards. So you would attach monuments that help you farm a certain resource while you're playing, and on the condition of win, they would activate and and have a dice roll to provide you with something. So if you had that snake that's in the one corner, potentially you win a game, and then with your win, you also get some Egypt shard fragments that you can collect. So over time playing, you can kind of collect the stuff you need to collect to progress. And you can be intentional about what you're collecting by what you equip to your board. So it's modular. You can take something off your board, you can put it on your board before a game. So you customize your board as well as like farm the things you need through your wins, which is cool.
So it's not, but it's not just simply cosmetics. It actually has like buffs, or like, I guess not buffs, but rewards and stuff like that tied to it too, which is very cool. Because TJ, you're a little bit more familiar with Hearthstone. That's not something I've played in the past, so that's all kind of new to me, and that sounds like just a whole new layer. I like extra details and stuff, or even small things like seeing how, you know, this compared to like when we're used to traditional cards, they're actually animated like within the card itself. I think that's like a great effect. I love that. That's a good question from Eddie Z too. Yeah, I was gonna say that is a one. I know we went over that in the original time we talked to you. I think right now, for where it's at, you can kind of get on and play against the devs, right? Is how it's worked, or what was back then?
Yeah, so right now you can sign up to play the game. You don't need an NFT, you don't need a wallet, you don't need anything. You can just join our Discord and opt into testing. What we do from there is we would take you through an onboarding session, or you could just watch a video. We realized that some people with time zones and our time zones, like I'm having right now, waking up at 3 a.m. for an onboarding with the team was sometimes a bit much, and we understood that. So the team went and recorded an onboarding session and allowed that for people to watch to onboard themselves. After that, you just have to, there's like a little code in the video which shows us that you've watched it. You let us know what that is, and then the team will hook you up with a role. From there, you can download the game. You can play the game. We've got it for Mac and PC. There's a launcher for PC, which is great. So it automatically updates every time we have an update to the game. Right now, we've got a Halloween game mode active in the game. So you can play a normal game, or you can play a trick-or-treat mode, which instead of drawing a card, you choose trick-or-treat, and it gives you a certain card randomized. The game library is a lot of fun, very random, hard to predict who will win games like that. But basically, yeah, you can join a Discord. Eddie Z's asking, there's a link in our Twitter bio. So if you go to Twitter, there should be an invite link right there for you.
Also, in the link at the description of this video, it should be also the Discord link to them as well.
Yes. Shax also asked, what's the timeline for the beta? That's the earlier question.
Yeah, that's a tough question. Obviously, I'd love to keep, I'd love to say exactly what it'll be. We're currently in a early production phase with Frag Games, the company that we're working with to produce it. We had to not keep all the production in-house because we wanted to work with a company that had pulled off big and successful and good-looking games with good user experience. So we've been working with them, and we've kind of settled out the scope creep. That's one of the problems that happens when you're building a game, is you want to try keep adding in cool things, and we just kept on looking at everything we'd learned from doing the alpha. We wanted to add in more game dynamics, and eventually we kind of are knuckling down on the workload. So I've said this for the last 2-3 months. I've said 8 months, but now it looks like it'll probably be a year of production. So we're looking at, I'm going to say tentatively 9 to 11 months of creating the game. So it takes a while, but the good news is the alpha is taking shape faster and is going further than we originally intended. So we will build NFT gated areas on the alpha for our holders, and we'll be able to kind of have them do more with the game than originally intended before the beta comes out. So yeah, building a game like this, if you want a great game, it's going to take long. And if anyone tells you it's not going to take long, even we thought we had a realistic timeline, and we've had to kind of revise that. But the good news is we're kind of off to the races with a company that is, much bigger than us and much more experienced with the development on the mobile portion of the game. So we're very proud to say that process has taken off and is rolling, which is quite cool.
Well, the other cool thing too is, right, so with these Empire drops, right, those aren't the actual cards themselves, but you guys are doing these over a phase, like you said, over that timeline, 5 of these different Empire drops. So right now we're on number 2 out of 5 the liches. But it's important to note, right? Inside those liches, that also gets you an airdrop originally of the founders packs, right? For the actual cards that you will be able to play, which are a lot more powerful, or I forget exactly the exact thing of those, but those founders cards are very rare that we'll be able to use in game.
Yeah, so basically, if you look at the numbers, right, if you watch the white paper video, which we could probably go, I don't know what our time's like, but you'll notice that on every edition, if you're holding one of the Empire's NFTs, on every edition, you'll be able to claim founders cards, card packs, and Glorium, and all of that. A card pack is 5 cards, right? So it's 5 cards that are random, and one of them is guaranteed to be rare or better. But the founders cards, you only get 3. And the founders cards are super. I think I don't know. Let me double check. But the founders cards essentially are not something you can purchase after the fact. It's not like there is those founders cards. Once you're in the game, you can grab another card pack. Whereas the normal card packs you can. So what we're calling it is the card packs are limited by demand for a period of time. So when edition 1 is happening, for the 3 months that it's available, there'll be as many cards as people buy. So the volume, the supply might be really large on an edition, but on the founders cards, it'll always be limited. There'll always be a limited number of founders cards ever available, and so they're not going to be, early edition 1 founders cards are never going to be available again after launch of game, and so it really goes to the people that are holding the NFTs. But someone had said it, and you mentioned it. The NFTs you're buying are not cards. They're better than cards because they allow you to claim cards on every edition. So it's kind of like staking. It's kind of like non-custodial staking. You kind of getting rewards over time for holding. I say that because we cooked up this idea long before all the staking projects were doing, like partner staking, and there was a lot of cool stuff. We just didn't call it staking. We just, you hold on to this, you log into the game, you collect your cards. But as it turns out, it's pretty much like you're staking to collect these rewards over time.
One of the questions too that somebody had, because obviously this is an ambitious looking project for what you guys are doing. He's asking where the funding is coming from.
Yeah, cool. So if you guys look at our alpha game that's playable, we delivered that before we launched an NFT. In fact, when we started the process of this game, we hadn't intended to launch NFTs at all. Like, we didn't have the plan of NFTs on the roadmap. Our community bugged us to the point where they really wanted to own something and hold something and show something for the game, and we put that together. And also they afford us to do a bunch of quality of life upgrades, more art, more cards in the first edition. So we built the whole first alpha prototype and everything you see now in the game prior to external funding or community raising, which was important to us because we took on that risk. So that was completely self-funded internally. As you can see, we have a pretty large team, and we also have a pretty large founders team, where a lot of projects have 1 or 2 founders. Wolves of Rome has 5 founders on the team, and then it's a good 15 plus people working on the project. So a lot of it was internal. And then there's also obviously the NFT drops. The first sale did really well, so it affords us the ability to do a lot of nice to haves in the game development. So that's been really good. So we've rolled out our first edition to be more cards. It's 300 plus now. So we don't have to skimp, which is good, and it's going to make a better game experience for the players. And then also we are launching a governance token as well, that will just be something that we distribute as well, and that funding will also assist in the process. So yeah, it is ambitious, and I say that because a lot of projects stick game on their roadmap. And I, as someone who's building a game and working with a team building a game every day, I'd like to remind people that I would definitely suggest that they think twice about what they feasibly can deliver, because it is hard. It is a lot, and it's every day, and it's constant dev, and it can be expensive.
I can imagine, man. But like I said, you guys have come off very professional. Like you said, the artwork, the game, everything that you've dropped so far speaks for itself. And I feel like you guys kind of are like a dark horse in the mind. There's always, so much hype going on inside this space, but you guys have continued to build and show up some really cool stuff. So I love getting a chance to talk with you, each month with this as you guys continue to build, and hopefully some of the future ones as well. But really cool to see some of the stuff coming along, and the fact you can actually play and help alpha test this game before it actually launches in full.
Yeah,
I
we
mean-
actually suggest to people, play the game before you ape in and buy an NFT. I know that sounds really bad. I should be trying to get people to buy NFTs, but someone said it and it was pinned to the top. Is I'm seeing wolves of ape frames. I try to say, like we are trying to build a great game first. We're not trying to build a popping NFT project with a high full price. Not that that's something I'm opposed to, but that's not the destination for me. And so all these other things are really cool, and NFTs and blockchain bring so much good stuff to the table that allow us to create a game that is more fair to players, more fun, more rewarding. But at the end of the day, we want to build a great game, and we want to be able to speak to people who like great games, and we don't want to limit the ability to onboard people into playing a great game just because we have NFTs. And so what we've got is we've got a trailer that doesn't mention NFTs. Someone mentioned this. It doesn't mention NFTs at all. It doesn't mention blockchain. It doesn't call us a Cardano game. And that's not because we're not proud of all those things. It's just because when you're telling your friend who has ignored you the last 50 times that you've tried to explain what it is that you do with NFTs, you can just, listen, just play this game with me. And he'll be like, but I need a wallet. No wallet needed. Do I need an NFT? No, you don't need an NFT. Just play the game. Like, you like these kind of games, play this game with me, and they have fun with the game. Let them fall in love with the product first before before you try and introduce a barrier to entry. I think that we all stepped over a barrier to entry early because we cared enough to do so. And I think we have to give people stuff to care about. Now, I'm not saying our game is for everyone, but there is a big cohort of people that will enjoy something like this and then figure out the rest. I was one of those people. I was a big fan of these kind of games. I was introduced to this project. They were building this game called Wolves of Rome, NFT game, and I was like, oh man, they're gonna try pay me in a token. God, I'm not keen for this. Like, I was one of those. I was like super skeptical, and then I joined the team, and the game caught my heart, and then from there on, I learned everything else, and so I learned my way through. Real NFT utility, and it was introduced to the Cardano community, and I got stuck here. So and I love it. So because I cared enough in the beginning to take all those steps, and that's what we're trying to do for onboarding.
Isn't that what we're all trying to do here, right? Is like give NFTs like a use case. Like, their use case here is there's an actual game that's fun to play, and it introduces people into the NFT ecosystem. It doesn't force them to get into it, but it encourages them, hey, you guys can learn about this a little bit, and you're not forced to do this, but if you guys want to own a piece of this game that you love to play so much or earn something from it, you guys can go ahead and make a wallet and purchase NFTs to customize your stuff and own your own assets, which I think is a good way to get, the actual general public and gamers. I know Tom talks about this quite a bit, is like most gamers kind of despise the fact of like NFTs right now. They want nothing to do with that. They just want a good game and something fun to play. If you guys kind of lead with that versus, hey, we're an NFT project that has a game, I feel like it goes a lot better.
Yeah, and also you guys kind of have that. It's nice to have that benefit of that we are so early on the Cardano side as far as the development and the tools and stuff that you guys will get to develop alongside everyone working on these mobile wallets and other technology that, like you're saying, like you gave the perfect example. I loved hearing that, where you're going to go to your friend and say, you want to play this game? And then they're like, yeah, it actually looks pretty cool. Like, I watched a video with you. That looks awesome. What do I got to do? And you don't want to have to be like, well, first you got to go on Coinbase, and then you got to buy ADA, and then wait, no, when I got to get you a wallet. That's not the same as the Coinbase wallet, and you got to send it to. It's actually got a 5-day locking period before you can use it. Like, they're gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Like, I thought we were gonna play a game. Like, this is nonsense.
Yeah, exactly.
But as you develop and the wallet tools and stuff, or if you're gonna be able to just log in through your own with portal website, wherever it ends up landing on, as the whole space develops along with it, it can just be so much more simple. And that's my favorite approach, is getting these. Everyone can play them, where it's not restricted to like, hey, you have to have this huge barrier for entry and even buying, like even the season 1, I think the floor is like 165. So if that was like 100% required, it's a kind of can be a large barrier for entry to try a game out, as opposed to so it's almost, some games in this space, if you require the NFT completely, you almost punish yourself by being successful, because if your floor gets to 5,000, you're not going to get new people jumping in wanting to try it if it's like, $2,500 to play the game or buy the disc for it and be like, oh, I don't really like this. I like that how you guys are going about it very much.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, like the goal really is right now. These NFTs they're beneficial to hold, and so people that understand that will hold them, right? The cards, we're trying to make sure that the cards have a low floor price, not so low that they're not valuable at all, but we really want them to be attainable. So from common to medium to rare. It would be great that if you want to grab a card, or you want to be able to you want to build a deck and you need a specific card for the strategy of your deck, there's buying pressure on the card, but it's also that there are enough of them that it's not going to cost you 800 ADA for that card, right? Yeah. Even if it's a rare card. And so that's kind of another part of what we're looking to do, because the core part of our game is you strategically build your deck from a grouping of cards that exist. There's always going to be secondary market buying pressure for players to be heading over there and grabbing cards. We don't sell individual cards. We've left that up to secondary. So I'm excited for that point, because then I think we're going to have this weird scenario where if cards become too valuable, we're going to be constantly thinking about, like, what does that mean? Like we've done our job badly, because they inherently will be sought after. I think also in the fact that they're choose to mint, not every card is on the blockchain. A player has to choose to mint that card. So there might be some really rare cards that a player goes, well, I'm going to use this card, so I don't need to mint it. Which means no one else, that it's just the one that is minted is going to be super sought after. So we've got that challenge, which is an interesting one, because it's the opposite of what we've got now. We want to have high trade volume, lots of trades, no holding, no like long-term hodling of cards. It's almost like anti what you think of when you think of NFTs. We want people to be trading them all the time. Yeah. It's very different to our current NFTs, which are like, diamond hands get rewarded and big holders get rewarded. So yeah, it's a fun problem to tackle.
So the cool part about not having to have the NFT in a sense to play the game, the founders cards, they're not overpowered in a sense, right? You can still make a deck and still be able to compete with people that have the founders cards.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the founders cards that will probably just be variations of cards that you get in first edition. The thing that makes them super rare is probably they'll have their own artwork animations, they'll have their own borders. And so when you're playing in game and someone whips out a founders card, you'll know that there's only like X amount of those ever. And so you're playing against someone who was either an OG or probably paid a lot to get that card on the secondary market. And yeah, I'm seeing a good question. I'll just tackle quickly. Someone said Gods Unchained has a mechanism to nerf cards if they're too powerful. Will the policy be open to alter card powers down the road? It's a great question. I think there is something else that Gods Unchained do that we paid attention to that I enjoyed. There are often things that I don't like that a lot of the games do, but this is one that I thought was great. They had a balance lock period prior to a card being able to be minted. So, the last thing you want to do is spend a bunch of money for a card right before it gets nerfed, right? Because you've just bought it and now it's less useful than when you so you paid a price with the assumption that it would be valuable. Someone has changed your asset. That hurts when you're in the NFT side of things. It also is kind of necessary to be able to do, because what's worse than having a nerfed card is having a broken game and nothing means anything, and then all your cards are essentially nerfed in value because no one's playing the game. So they have to preserve gameplay. But what they started doing and what they looked at is a balanced lock period, a period of time where you couldn't mint a card while it was being tested and while it was being used. So a first period of time, they allow everyone to use the card. You can still have it in your account, but you can't mint it yet. And then they decide, okay, we've analyzed this card enough. We've got enough gameplay data. We can see what players are doing with it. Now we'll apply the nerf and then open up the ability to mint. So the balance lock takes place. It's locked into that balance mode. And then it can be minted as an NFT. And at that point, it's not going to change again. So there's a lot of balancing ways that don't hurt players that much. And we're looking at those first and foremost. But yeah, we probably will keep open policy for no other reason other than the evolution of some of the cards, being able to upgrade. And, we like the idea of a card that gets played, that accumulates like 3,000 wins or 300 wins or whatever it is, being like a commander card that's been through 300 games and has had a bunch of wins, being more rare. And so what we can actually do is remint the visual of that card, so it stays in the person's wallet but looks really cool. So that's something that we'll probably do as well. So yeah, we'll have the option, and it's good to have that as a failsafe. But we just hate the idea of changing an asset that someone owns. paid money for. It's a slippery slope when you go there. So
yeah, well, I think we're getting close here to the 10 o'clock time frame. So we wanted to reiterate one more time. If you guys are not over in our Discord, it's pinned at the top of the chat. We do have 5 whitelist spots available for the Empire Liches drop that drops later this month, 27th for whitelist, 28th for public. So if you guys want to go ahead, I think that ends in about 8 minutes from now, 9:55 Eastern. Guys, make sure to go jump and click that little giveaway. That'll end here soon. And then TJ, do you want to show? I know, like you said, the white papers. Most people, and me, myself included, sometimes I see it. There's a lot of stuff in there, and I don't always go through every single tab. But I think you guys did an amazing job with that trailer for the actual gameplay video of the actual white paper actually spelled out. Sorry, I'm in Yummi mode, still in my head. But yeah, well, I'd love to share that for everybody because you guys are an amazing job at that.
Hold on.
Of our Empire's NFT drop. If you're watching this video, it's probably because we've already sold out the Empire Wolves, Season 1 of our Empire's NFT drops. This video is here to save you some time so that you don't have to read through the whole white paper and you can kind of get the gist of what we're looking at. Roman culture used marble sculpted half-statue busts to commemorate the heads of prominent families, emperors, generals, notable members of the Senate, and even legendary gladiators. So for us, the bust was the perfect way to tie together both Wolves and Rome into one aesthetic NFT. Before we dig into the details, let's take a high-level look at the Empire Wolves collection. The mint price was 180 ADA, and there were 2,000 3D animated busts available. The whitelist mint date was the 28th of July, the public mint went live on the 29th of July, and we sold out in the early hours of the 31st of July. Alright, now for the fun stuff. What do you get? These busts are extremely high poly 3D animated wolf busts, with an MP4, a GIF, 3 PNGs from different angles, a 3D printer compatible STL file, an MP3 of thematic music composed specifically for the Empire for which your bust belongs, and a beautifully designed PDF lawbook with the backstory of the Empire to which your NFT belongs. Utility. First of all, every Empire NFT whitelists you for the Empire to follow. So if you bought an Empire Wolf, you're automatically whitelisted for Empire Liches so long as you're holding the wolf when we go live with Liches. And if you buy a Lich, you're whitelisted for vampires, etc, etc. Founders cards. Now Founders cards are extremely rare cards that are not purchasable in the normal card store, and you can only really get them from winning tournaments or being a holder of the Empire NFTs. Every Empire NFT will grant the holder 3 random Founders cards. Card packs. Every Empire NFT will grant the holder a first edition card pack on launch of the game, and a card pack of each edition to follow. A card pack consists of 5 random cards, and one of them is guaranteed to be rare or better. Glorium. Now Glorium is our in-game currency. It's used for forge fees, event entry, and to make purchases in our game store. Holders will receive Glorium proportional to the number of Empire NFTs held in their wallet upon the release of each edition once the game is launched. Forge shards. Shards are needed to create monuments and craftables in the Forge. And just like Glorium, the number of NFTs you hold in your wallet impacts how many shards you get on the release of each edition. Additionally, holding an Empire's NFT unlocks a bunch of aesthetics in-game, like card backs, profile pictures, nameplates, and badges. And it grants access to Empire's tournaments. Now, Empire's tournaments can be accessed through paying a Glorium entry fee, or you can just hold one of these NFTs and you're in free. Lastly is the Ultimate Collector status. This status is held by any person who holds at least one NFT from each empire. Along with increases to all the previous mentioned redeemables, the Ultimate Collector also gets to participate in governance with war tokens. He also gets an Ultimate Collector verification badge and access to the Founder Store. That's the only way you can access the store. Alright, now let's look at what's coming next. We've sold out Wolves, so if you want to pick one of those up, you have to go to jpg.store or one other marketplace on the secondary market. Up next, we've got Liches, followed by Vampires, then Empire Barbarians, Yucatec, and the Qin Dynasty. So we've got a lot of seasons coming up. They're probably going to be on average about 3 months apart to let people recover and to let us make sure we have enough time to do a great job with the quality of the NFTs. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you've enjoyed the video, and we look forward to catching you in Discord.
So good.
What I tell you,
I
man,
like
that
the
was so
visual.
good.
I like the visual of like whatever, like what you actually get when you get the NFT. That whole visual and you explaining it in the video was perfect. I mean, you have it in the actual white paper online, but to see everything laid out like that in front of you was perfect.
I think that was born out of trying to explain it in Twitter Spaces so many times and struggling to. I felt like after telling people what all the stuff was, I felt like there was a silence where they were like, I don't know what he said. Like it sounds nice, but I don't know what it's. So I was like, all right, well, because it's all stuff that's coming in the game. We had to kind of explain what it is, and so yeah, I spoke to the team and I was like, I think we need like a video white paper because I think I'm really good at speaking, and yet still afterwards people were like, huh?
People are visual, right?
I was laughing at the comments.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at that too.
There's some gems in here. I'm really enjoying it. It's making my morning. Yeah, we put that video together. That's why that video came out after the Liches drop. I mean, the Wolves drop. And obviously we've got Liches coming up, so it's a nice timing to reference that video. I'll probably have to redo that video with a little bit more of a timeless, because that was very like in the moment of after selling out Wolves. So it might be confusing when you watch like fifth season. You're like, wait, you just sold out Wolves. But yeah, it's a useful way to represent stuff.
You can just make a new one each time, right? Now I don't know what kind of time that takes to go into that, but it was obviously
Eddie.
Very in depth, and I think it helps to explain it in like layman's terms. And it was a nice, easy way to like. It's almost like reminds me of like a episode like recap, right? Like you go to watch your favorite show or whatever it is, and it's like, oh, let's just catch up since the last time we got a chance to see you guys. So I did appreciate you guys putting that together.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I call that my Friday voice. At the end of the week, my voice gets really good for voiceovers. So
record them right before the weekends.
I had a good question. Will you speed up the roadmap if the conditions change? Like if you had access to more capital?
In some ways, perhaps. So game development on the beta. As far as the NFT drops go, no, we wouldn't try to make those happen faster just because. I mean, look, if the market changes, maybe it would be a good idea. I think the problem with that is the individuals that want to participate in each drop might need some recovery time. I think we've got some very ambitious people. There's someone in our community who has 200 Empire Wolves from Mint Day who hasn't sold any of them. They're sitting as well at 219 of them. And so, I want to make sure that people have enough time. I don't want to, it's the purpose of this is kind of to let them have something, hold something, and get involved early. I don't think I would want them to be like taking strain for something like this. And game dev can move a little faster with more capital, but it's still going to have its time frame. There needs to be a solid testing time frame. So you could probably speed up some parts of the process. Card animations could be, like the graphic work could be done faster with more hands on deck. We've timed it out to take longer because, you could do things well and fast, or you could do things well and expensive. But you don't get to do things well, fast, and cheap. That's just not how it works. So doing things well was the most important. I mean, doing things first of all, and then making sure that we do it well. And so if that needed to take a little bit longer, that's fine. If the conditions change and we can do it expensive, then we'll do it expensive, So, but we just wanted to make sure that we didn't cut any corners. So we were happy to wait. And there's a lot of people who don't. I had to laugh at that. Yeah, there was a bunch of people who don't understand that something good from a game perspective takes time. Then they're probably not the people for us.
Right.
It's kind of those things. We're not going to change the goal and the plan for every individual, but we want to make sure we do a good job for the people who are sticking around.
Yeah. And then just again, shout out over here because to all of our winners that just ended over here. And big shout out. Just had O-Sides in the chat over here. This guy wins everything. He won the poker tournament over for Gingerbread's squad over at CNFTcon. He wins.
You and him both win stuff, bro. I don't want to hear from you.
Then I have a challenge for that person. For that person, man.
Okay.
In November, with all these updates to our alpha, once we roll up these updates, these visuals, we're going to have a tested tournament. So everyone who is either holding an NFT of ours or has reached level 5 in game, so you get XP for winning games or playing games, you can get to level 5, they will be able to participate in a tournament for testers. We have a lot of competition. It's a very competitive group, and the meta is constantly changing with new cards, so people are always learning and keeping track of things. I welcome O-Side to take part in that tournament and see if he can win the prizes. We've got a bunch of NFTs, we've got a bunch of ADA. We're going to stack it up, and it's going to be kind of like we're going to live stream the later matches, like quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. And it'll be interesting to see if the luck continues. Maybe turn some of that luck into skill and take home the money.
100%. I don't know if challenging him is a good thing, but we'll see how his luck fares on that. He's good at what he does. But congrats to everybody. We will go ahead and make sure you guys are joined over in Wolves of Rome's Discord. The link is there in that giveaway channel if you guys won. But we'll also be contacting Kyle and sending them over the names to verify you guys for that whitelist spot. But Kyle, I know we're kind of wrapping up here at the end. Covered a lot in a short amount of time. Really awesome stuff, man. You guys are doing a bang up job on the graphics, the visuals, and just overall building out something that is going to take a little bit of time, but doing it in a way that makes sense and is fair to the people buying into the game early on.
Awesome. Well, thank you, man. Thank you all for having us again. It's always a fun way to start the day. It's going to be a long day though, because it's 4 a.m.
You going back to bed?
But I love that. I love the energy. I feel like it's always cool joining the show and chatting to you guys, and just appreciate the airtime, man. Cool.
Oh, 100%. We always appreciate you going on. Go ahead, Tom.
Well, there's no way he's going back to bed, TJ. I think you got to have had a couple coffees before this. He's not sleepy energy right now. He's ready to go. So yeah,
he's pumped, man. Cardano NFTs are going nuts right now. It's
sure.
an exciting time to be in the space right now, man. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But make sure you guys, if you guys are not, make sure to check out Wolves of Rome. The link is in the description. If you guys want to join the Discord, make sure to check it out. Whitelist October 27th, public sale October 28th. If you guys want, make sure to snapshot one day before the whitelist sale to pick up an Empire Wolf if you guys want to be whitelisted for the Liches drop. So Kyle, pleasure to always have you on here, and I'm sure we'll get a chance to talk here in the future. I hope you have a good rest of your morning, day, start, but thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Awesome, man. Thanks, everyone. Cheers.
Take it easy.
Man.
Always a good time to have him on. That was fun, man. First one through the night.
It looks so good.
They do look so good, man. I definitely want to go pick up a couple more of these wolves. I think I ended up getting like a panda skin one the first time around on there. So I got to look at more of these. There's just so many options going on inside the space right now, you know. But yeah, definitely one that I'll be checking out here as we continue to go. Oh, and he just said panda's kind of rare, so there, boom, easy does it on the mints. We'll test the mint luck out over on the next one. But yes, we're getting ready over here to transition, guys. It is now 10 o'clock and we keep the guests rolling in over here. Busy stream tonight, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. We got some OGs coming into the chat tonight, and a project that you guys have seen. We've actually done one of the reveals here. You may know him as CNFTBTC of the Winged Warriors. Let's welcome him in here, guys. What's going on?
Yo, what's crack-a-lackin'?
What's going on, man?
How's it going?
How we doing, boys?
Clapping sound or something, Tommy, when we bring like people in, we need a little like audience sound.
I need a soundboard, guys.
Yeah. Exactly.
I can see it.
Well,
I can see it's going
people
nuts.
break.
Shax. Come on, Shax. Let's go, RJ. Grimmy. We got the crew. You know, these people have been grinding for 3+ weeks, guys. I don't know if you know, but can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you sound good, look good.
Oh, good.
You got the white rare Vox sitting in the back behind it, which I'm sure we'll talk. I think I have a chip from CNFTcon over there. Look at that.
That's the Phantom. That's the Phantom 101. So just a shout out to Wild Tangs. I went up, they had them for sale. I grabbed the bag. I said, I'll get back to you with $50. And then I went and spent it at the table. So I apologize for that, but we made it right. We got right.
Perfect.
On the Tangs sweater.
There you go.
At
We
your
got,
service, RJ. Woo!
Boom. And then
out.
looks like TJ over here. He's got baby duty sometimes, so he'll be back here in a minute. But we can always sub a new guest in, and somebody who's been on the stream over here as well. Shout out to the Angel Baby Hit Squad, the Demon Hit Squad, friend inside the space here. Let's welcome on
Just a hit squad.
our boy. Yep, Fettuccine. What's going on, man?
Yo,
Chris, how you doing?
look at that.
Well, he's
Can
a
you hear
little
me?
laggy. Yes, we can hear you though.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm on
You're on
phone,
slow
so-
mode, bro. It's because you just got back from traveling around the world, huh?
Boom. Yeah, you're good to go, bro. How's it going, Fett?
Always. I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Doing well.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
Thanks for joining too.
crazy night tonight over in CNFT world, right? Who would have known Cardano has NFTs, dude? We keep figuring that out, but today felt a little extra special to see some of the volume kind of coming in. So it was a fun day.
Yeah, I think it was that Mallard AMA that set it all off. They're like, oh, they're real people, not just a bunch of bots.
Yeah, you have the derps going off, mutants going off. You've got Space Fudge pumping, everything, whatever it was inside of space. Obviously, Ape Society, so many different things going on inside of space. But it's cool to see people waking up to the chain over here. And then somebody who's always done cross-chain stuff and been pushing this since the beginning, Fet. Always an honor to host you over here, and also bring people up to speed, dude. You're a Winged Warrior, and you have a lot of history with this alpha group over here. So appreciate you jumping onto the stream tonight, and we're looking forward to what you guys have kind of got going on right now.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, man, thanks. And
so,
Fet, man, we had a good time kicking it at CNFTcon too. So that was good.
Dude, you know what? I actually missed you over at CNFTcon, Fet. I don't know where. Every time I walked by the booth, there was like a little kid there at one point, and every time I kept going by and I kept missing you every time I walked by. I was like, is that Fet? Like a little brother or something like that?
He was the best. He
was killing it. He had all the ladies out there, dude.
One of our collectors from the Baby Hit Squad, so his son was there. He was such a big help to me because I was like running back and forth to panels and everything. So anytime that I was gone, he was manning the booth. So he was massive help.
Yeah. Well, it's really cool. We'll definitely, obviously, hopefully get a chance to see each other here soon. I don't know if you're planning on going to Art Basel this year, but I know we got a chance to see you for the first time down there this year. So I think we're trying to work that out again this December.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
We got TJ back. CV. We've been, obviously, Winged Warriors is something that we've got a chance to reveal some stuff over here months back, and now here we are getting to showcase something pretty cool that I didn't know really existed until I got a chance to see you live casting from the Metaverse at CNFTcon. Live after an interview, of all things too, but through a program called Spatial. But yeah, can you kind of get into a little bit about what you guys have been working on?
Yeah. Well, first of all, that interview that I sprung upon you and your wonderful, amazing lady. I pulled you up off the couch, sweaty after going through the gambit on the games, bro, getting anxious. So, and then you were like, what are we actually doing? And so that video you showed us was literally, I showed you yourself in on a big screen. So shout out to our community who's here. Cyber, Daza, J-Hub just picked up a gold winged OG torch wielding warrior. There's so many here that need to be recognized. Reinar and RJ and basically, a lot of these people couldn't make it to CNFTcon, and it's something that Mike and I have been doing. Mike, our gift squad leader, is also kind of like the wizard behind the curtain in a lot of ways, because he's like, oh, hey, I found this. Oh, hey, we can do this. Next thing you know, I'm in a gallery walk with Wild Tangs, minting NFTs live from inside the Metaverse and casting it to our crew. And so we thought, well, why don't we try to do that at CNFTcon? And so we ended up literally in the moment walking around, and what you'll see here in a minute in this new Samsung Galaxy Fold 4 that I got, purposely broke my other phone. Oh, hopefully this isn't being recorded or the wife doesn't watch it. But I was like, babe, it's not working anymore. I hit it against a rock purposely. Don't know what happened. But you should. It's pretty good. We'll do the review later. But if you look in there, there's a big screen in an amphitheater, and what that is the Winged Warriors headquarters. I have a slide I'll share here a little bit later, maybe after we chop it with Fet and see if anybody other OG Winged Warriors jump in here. But what you see is there's people from around the world sitting down in a theater inside of Spatial in the Winged Warriors headquarters, and they're watching the live stream. And I'm walking around talking to amazing and famous people like this famous guy. People asking to take selfies all weekend with him. Looking fine, but like I said, slightly sweaty. Had to turn the hat backwards in order to get after it.
Always, man.
But it was just cool because honestly, I didn't realize it was that big of a deal. I mean, I knew it was cool, but there are literally people that couldn't travel to be there, and they actually literally got to go to all these different booths. And I was like, what booth do you guys want to go to when we watch musical performances? And the highlight, a lot of them said, which I don't know if I agree with this, was me freestyle rapping with Crib 42 over in the Bad Fox Motorcycle Club. I think he's the new community manager over there, but he also is a really good rhymer, but he writes his rhymes. So I destroyed him on the freestyle. It wasn't a competition, but I won if it was. But yeah, we literally sat down, and on the big screen, we were just spitting bars to some beats at my booth. I mean, it was just a phenomenal experience in time. And as you can see, everybody's sitting there and watching intently as I interview this famous person. So that's actually one of the things that we bring to the table with the Winged Warriors project, and one of the things that we will be providing to our community that mints this new set, our community that mints our first set, and so much more.
Well, real quick here before we jump into that, we got speaking of famous people, I think we got a more famous person sitting backstage there.
Somebody you've been trying to get on here for a long time,
we've been meaning
bro?
to get onto the show for the longest time. We're huge fans.
Shout
out to Jeb with Happy Hoppers as well, man.
What's up? How's it going, man?
How we doing?
There he is.
We got a party tonight, guys. What's up?
What is up? Well, Jeb, Jeb lost his voice and his mind about a day into CNFTcon, and then I followed him around like a fanboy. So when we're talking about this live cast from inside the metaverse, he's just my homie. But for some reason, when I got close to him, I got stardom, and I was shaking slightly, and I walked around live casting him as he stopped by different booths, and people bowed to him as it was. But no, I'm just kidding. But he lost his voice, and he was still going strong. What's up, Jubbers? Do you have a history with the Winged Warriors? You want to tell us about
maybe
the group?
Dude, I mean,
because I got a surprise for you, but go ahead.
Ooh, a surprise.
Right.
I mean, dude, it is a very I guess it'd be considered an OG bit of a thing. Started by our fella Fed here back in what month?
That was in April of 2021 when I created that. I mean, I give major kudos to Mariah or CNFTBTC's grown the Winged Warriors from where it was to where it is now, and it's up from just a small alpha group. So it's major kudos to him. But yeah, that was way back when, babies in the Cardano NFT ecosystem. So it's awesome to see where we're.
It was a support group of OG DJs, if you will.
Yeah.
Was a support group
eating each other nuggets of alpha before the ecosystem grew in the
before
way
people minted out collections
days,
for
yeah.
alpha groups, right? You guys were the alpha group, and the Winged Warriors were Winged Cbits were kind of the entry point back then, which is why I think those things used to hold so much value. So I think, and obviously we're in a different time period now. It moves so fast, but it's important to remember who you guys have access to inside that group. And obviously you can see the three of you guys here. It's awesome to have you guys all in one spot, and I think that's what the Winged Warriors really represent.
It is.
Yep.
It's funny because I mean, originally I made the because I minted 50 Cardano bits, and I was like, I got nothing rare. The only thing Cardano bit, and I was like, how do I get value out of this Cardano bit? So I came up and I'm like, I'm gonna invite everybody that I see with a Winged Warrior, and then like the community grew from that, and it became like the first alpha group on Cardano.
Well, like you said here too, CNFTBTC, like you said, he's kind of piggybacked a lot of this stuff to kind of push it forward. I know CBits went through that period where it kind of community really kind of took over. The creator was silent for a while, and the community really carried up until the launch of the actual Winged Warriors, where you guys got the actual artists to redo some of the art with the wings, and here you guys are now going into the metaverse with some of these things. So it's really cool to see the evolution all in that period of time.
Yep. And the truth is actually the Winged Warriors is what it was a year ago at this time. I mean, really, it was a little more than a year ago. So I'll just tell you a little bit real quick. My personal journey in CNFTs was the Jub Hub. And if you are on here right now on this stream and you know the Jub Hub, I want you to type Jub Hub in the chat, okay? Because the Jub Hub is pretty much an unknown now, because Hopper is basically the Jub Hub now. But when you were first in CNFTs, there were 2 places you could go where you knew you could get entry to talking to people about anything you wanted. It was Mrs. Rose's auction house, and it was the Jub Hub. And they were like 2 safe spaces. Now the Winged Warriors were kind of a hidden channel that you had to buy this Winged CBIT to get in. They had a general chat there too, but it just not a lot of people were there. So I got in with Jub, and Jub started teaching me and telling me and became my friend. And Scarlett, Mrs. Scarlett, shout out, became my friend. Blue Tough Guy, Psychedelius. And then when I did finally jump in the Winged Warriors, the first person to welcome me, August 26th, 2021, when I bought my CBIT from Arvavel for 15K, was Fet and was Jub and was Shadi Nasser. So shout out to Shadi. I want to get him on a little talk with the Winged Warriors as well. But this was our group, and what we were about was just community. Hey, what are you guys minting? Hey, you looking for an artist for your project or a promoter for your project? You know, and we were also talking about that time, I believe, the next couple of lines down after "Welcome, you're a Winged Warrior" was "Coco Loco." Is anybody minting? Literally, it was that same week. So I hear there's some life in the Coco Locos, but then. What we are now is kind of the same. We've lowered the barrier to entry a bit by creating this set that, you know, we minted at 49 ADA, and the floor sits around 40 or so, and you can get into a chat where it's the same kind of thing, but there's so many more people now. You have to kind of make it a little bit wider, right? And so that's what we've done. And then now we're doing this like, hey, let's push the edges of what's possible out there. We're hoping to get Happy Hoppers on a gallery walk with their S2, which is rolling up. We know we got the demon hits coming. The hits keep on coming. We want to get them in. And just want to announce real quick, another thing that we're offering with this set that we're minting on Thursday, the Winged Vox Warriors, is we have built out a prime piece of real estate in Boss Planet. We've built a mansion with partner rooms for projects. We'll share a little bit about some of that tonight. But then we've also built an outdoor theater. Now this is news to you guys. We're going to work it out right here. Jub, what we want to do is we're doing a water park. And so we'd like to do a Happy Hopper lazy river. And if you get in the Happy Hopper lazy river and you jump on your little hopper inflatable, you have a higher chance at winning. You can get into giveaways and raffles that don't exist anywhere else but in that lazy river. And we know how lazy you are.
Hey,
so what do you think? Can we work that out?
It's perfectly.
All right. And then Hit Squad, we got something for you. One thing real quick. We thought we're going to have like an adult playground. So when we went out, Fet, we went to, I can't remember the name of the place. What was the name of that place that we went to for the old money party late Sunday night?
Gold Spike.
Gold Spike, thank you.
Yeah.
So we went to the Gold Spike, and they had these oversized adult games like beer pong, but it was trash cans with basketballs and oversized cornholes. So we're going to do an oversized like play park for adults. We're going to have a golf course, and we're going to have a shooting range. We're going to have the Hit Squad shooting range where you can bring out your weapons that are compatible, and you can target practice, get ready for those games that you know you're going to be playing all throughout Boss Planet. What do you say? A hit squad shooting range?
That's dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. It's an
I don't think I heard that one.
That's great.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're doing. We're creating these spaces where we can collaborate with other projects. We can give stuff away. We can play games. We can have fun. You can enter into a raffle, things of that nature. So we have the OG Bears Cigar Lounge. We have the Mallard Order Library. We have the Bad Fox Motorcycle Club Garage. And we have the Raccoon Syndicate Weapons Cache as well. So we'll talk more about that later, but just another aspect of what the Winged Warriors will be bringing to you with this new set and our original set.
I'm for that. I'm pumped. Definitely count us in. Also, I can only be on for a few at the end of this or like throughout it. You give out a few Demon Hit Squad whitelist tokens and just give it to whoever wins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we got them on the hard giveaways right now. They don't even know how to manage the amount of stuff that we've thrown at them tonight. So
I don't
we
even know
gotta
how many
fit it all in
giveaways we
here.
got. All I know is everybody in here, you guys are in for some prizes right now.
Shit ton of giveaways.
I can tell you I've been stacking hard on some Demon Hit Squad secondary whitelist tokens for a while now. So always exciting to get that out. And then obviously Hoppers have been stacking those for the longest time. And then, Winged Warriors tonight is another one you guys may want to be looking at, especially certain wings and traits over there. No idea how we're going to do those giveaways because usually we set them up through Discord. So maybe we can play around with the bot tonight a little bit or play some games.
Let me pull that up.
We'll figure that
Lavish,
out.
get on that, man. Do it. Give them away.
There you
Crush
go.
them. Hey,
So-
Fett, before you go, I just want to say thanks for taking the time out. So what people may not know about Fett is he just got back from Rare Bloom. I think he just landed back in like his time zone. He's traveled around the world. He's got wings. Obviously, they're a little worn out. And even showing just for a few minutes here is we're really grateful for that. And more than anything, Fett, we wouldn't be here without you. We're trying to carry on and live on your legacy that you began. And we know that we're doing you proud, and we're behind whatever you're doing too. But anything you want to say to the people out there that maybe don't? I don't know. What do you want to say, man? You've done this many times.
I'm away on this group, the Winged Warriors, to what it is now. It's honestly like mine. Jub shares the same sentiment. From what it was, there was maybe like 30, 40, 50 total. To now there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people all working together and pushing in that same way that we were initially, just trying to get as many people in and teach people as many. How awesome this community is, and how incredible like the creators, how incredible the collectors are, the art, and you've really made this community something extra special on top of what it our honor having handed off the Winged Warriors to you, and I'm happy and here to see you do, and I'm pumped to see the Winged Squad integration into the bottle down. So yeah, I mean, just keep tabs on Demon Hit Squad. It's about however many whitelist tokens you want to in this stream.
100 whitelist tokens. You guys heard it here
All of
first.
them. You got it.
One winner.
I take it back. Capping that at 5. We'll cap it at 5.
5. There you go.
Whitelist
You know you got to do that, Pat. You can't just say, yeah, whatever you want to do.
I was gonna say there's
me.
175 listed, so 175. Perfect. You got it.
5
Tommy, and the other Tommy. It's
You forgot one
CNFT.
Tommy.
TBTC, Jub, and too. But it's always good to see you guys. And when,
For sure.
yeah, I just got back from buying again this week, but I would love to do like a full proper interview again with Jub, whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely love to do this again. We'll hit you guys up, and I know you guys got a lot going on inside the space. You're probably catching up from all the events too. So yeah, we'll message you guys on the side, and we'd love to host you guys back over here. It's always a good time.
100%.
All right, awesome.
Package
Peace,
deal,
guys.
Fett. Package deal.
Could only keep us away for so long.
Right. No, man, Jub, you're another one where we've been needing to get to set this up. So I know this is the first introduction over here. We'll definitely have to do a half Copperstein one out here down the line as well.
Jeb, real quick. It's Udon, right? Please tell Tommy it's Udon.
It's not Odin.
Like Odin.
It's not
Udon.
Udon. Yeah,
It's
told you,
udon,
bro.
like the
Thank you.
noodle.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Udon like the noodle.
Yes.
All right.
I had
It's
to get
okay.
that.
We love Odin's work, though. Odin does a great job. He's fantastic.
Yeah. You talking about Thor's dad?
Jub,
Yeah.
Jub, you just came from your hopper space. I think you finally like kind of settled down. The dust settled down from the wild excursion, and you guys all came back together. I heard it was hopping over there. Anything you want to share with us? Tell us about what's going on with you and your crew. I saw a leak on your hopper channel that was like, I've got no witty thing to say. Here's another cool NFT for you to look at coming your way.
Everyone was
Don't explain
pressuring me to
yourself.
do another sneak peek on Sneak Peek Sunday. And I was like, I passed it off entirely. I was like, nah, Out of the World can post this one. He's good. He's got it. He's just like, I don't know what to write. He's like, I have nothing funny to say, nothing clever. So he just posted that up. I got nothing witty to say, but here, take a look at this. Which turned out to be pretty good, pretty witty for
Hey,
something not so witty.
That's some non-wit, bro. Nice,
Mhm.
good work. What do you got to say, man? What you guys talk about on the space today that we need to know about? Just something for our viewers out there that I want to know.
It was, Hopper House is a general discussion. We ended up talking a little bit about royalties, about different marketplace, rules, sets. It was interesting. I had Shoddy pulled up, which was really nice.
I saw that. Yeah, I was in there on and off from my dip in the hot tub. I could only take my phone as close as I can get to the waves. But
Must be nice. Must be nice.
It's all I got, man. I can't buy anything else. I have to sell stuff in order to buy new NFTs. But
it's weird seeing you on this side, Jub. Usually we see in the chat, so it's kind of been too long. I know we say that pretty much for every guest now that comes on, but we know we've been setting this up for a while. So I'm glad you guys were able to set this up. That's cool, though. I thought so. No Winged Warriors talk in the space tonight.
I mean, I knew I was saving it for this.
That's perfect.
Right.
There you go. Don't want to give away too many sneaks. That's right.
Absolutely.
Should we start with one of the giveaways and do a ton of them?
Until Thursday
Yeah,
anyway.
I was gonna say we got some giveaways in the chat. I know I don't remember what Fett just said as far as how many tokens. I don't know if
he
he
said
said
5.
pick a number.
It was like 7 minutes ago. How you not remember that?
Dude, I'm over here trying to set up a giveaway. I wanted to test this over here and see if it actually worked for the chat, and if it does, then we may be able to run. But in the chat, we're gonna do a test to see if I got eligible users right now, because I can see people in the chat over here. But I wanted to run the word !angel and just run that over there and see if that actually enables that. And so if everybody in the chat just type ! the word angel, and we'll roll one of these whitelist tokens right now and see if that out of chat. Okay, so I see some people. Yeah, so it's loading up right now. I got a bunch of people loading over on the side. So that's a good sign so far. So as long as everybody rolls this over here, I'm gonna give you guys about like 20 more seconds. Okay, bunch of new eligible users, and we're gonna roll it. This will be for one, and we'll test this. If this works tonight, this is how we're doing giveaways. So we'll give you guys about another 10 seconds, and then we'll do some more of these later down the line. This is just for one of the Angel Baby or Demon Baby hits whitelist tokens.
I thought we
we're gonna cap it out.
Tommy. I thought we lost
Sorry.
you.
We're working it out. All right, we're gonna end it, and let's roll it now.
Rumble, nice.
I think it's
Cyberbullion.
There you go.
There it is.
Is that accurate?
Cyberbullion has won the giveaway.
Okay, so you guys got to know something about Cyber. We have had a grind of all grinds. People don't know because it's been kind of quiet. There's like a core of like 15, 20 people that just grind every day, all day. It's been 3 weeks. We have level 35ers in our server. If you reached level 35, you are an elite Phantom Squad member. You got 250 free ADA, 3 free whitelists, 3 free mints. They're going to be airdrops, 3 free mints, 5 whitelists, and 1 whitelist to give away. If you grind that hard, we had 7 people get to level 35. The first person there was Cyberbullion. He's still grinding. I don't know why. He's already divorced. But 37, he's at level 37, and so we have deemed him the Chuck Norris of grinding. And if you go in our server, there is a Cyberbullion Chuck Norris meme channel under the general. Go check it out, because Cyberbullion looks at a book and it automatically absorbs the words. I don't know what they are, but they're pretty funny. Cyber, I did it 2 days before anybody. Okay, and now you're flexing. Yeah,
there it is.
I would. Let me
definitely flexing over there. Okay, so that's a good thing. We know that works, and we'll run a couple of those throughout the thing. But Cyberbullion, I figured best way to do this will be shooting one of us a message over on Discord. Actually, I don't know how we're gonna run this. Well, actually, I don't have him on DM either. Shoot us a DM over. Yeah, we'll reach back out because they're inside the Winged Warriors. Just make sure you're joined inside of our Discord, and we'll reach out to you, one of the 3 of us, to get you set up for that. But yes, let's get into some.
Let's be real. It'll be one of those.
Jub,
DJ or Tommy will reach out.
It'll be me. It'll be me. Yeah, probably.
Rare occasions, me. Tom never.
Jub, I have a question for you. So, the Winged Warriors last year, about this time, or even a few minutes before this, and leading into this current year. What was that like for you, like as a community? Like, what did it mean to you? And then I think, how does this connect for you with the CBITs? Because CBITs have always been a project that you're really big on. You really love. You've been in love with your Winged CBIT. I think you have. How many do you have? 2 of them? Is that right?
I have 3 wings.
3 wings. That's 3 free mints. By the way, all CBIT holders out there, Winged CBIT holders, you get 1 free airdrop from our new collection. So please go in our server and verify your wallet under announcements, a little Google form, drop it in there, and we'll get you your free. So you get 3 free. Maybe you can mint this 1-on-1 here. We'll talk about in a second. But tell me about this community for you, and then how you see it, how you saw it kind of evolve over the last year, maybe right before our last mint.
I mean, if I'm anything of a cool kid at all in this space, it's because I was a wing first. I don't know. When I first joined the space, I was like, you know, trying to find my way around. And then I can't remember which member reached out to me, but they were like, yo, have you heard of the Wings? And I was like, nah. I would like, it was like my first week. And then it was my mission to find my Winged CBIT. I already like the regular CBITs a lot. You know, they're an amazing project, second 10K on Cardano. Like, there's nothing not to love. You know, love the art style. But that became my mission, was to find my wing. And finally I got it. Finally made it into the Winged Warriors chat. And that became like my first home. Like, we talk a lot about Discord homes in this ecosystem, like the place where you come to rest, the place where you stop stressing about this, that, and the other project, and you come and you chill with the homies. That's what the Wing chat was for me, you know, back in the day. That's where I got my start, really.
Well, it's what keeps people in too. I'm sure that's what kept you in this space. I mean, if you were in those spaces like that and got no real response, easy to lose. All right, well, nothing's going on. So, I mean, you see it now where people, not even projects that we would say or that we're not in, because we would say that didn't mint well or it's not worth anything. There's still people that revive it as a community because they just like their space so much. The space they built with like their friends now that they hang out with every day. They get on and say good morning. You know, what's going on, guys? I know what's going on, like each other's lives and stuff. So I can, you know, it's still as important as it is back then. But back then, to hear how few spaces there were like that just makes it that much more special that you guys were all able to connect like that. That was just a little bit before we got in. We didn't get to quite see some of that. So it's really cool to hear some of that history.
And it's like a beautiful thing too, because I feel like it was almost like a crew of early adopters to getting really serious about it. And then a lot of the folks from those groups ended up building their own thing. They saw a need or a want in the community and they were like, okay, I could help address that. And so you have all these different, you know, project founders who have come out of the Winged Warriors as well, which is a really, really cool thing.
Well, the three of you, the perfect example. Like how I feel like the excitement you had early on just was contagious and spread to like where we're at now with everyone in chat and on Discord and stuff like that. Is all from like, you know, it's felt down, like it kind of rolls downhill, but it's, you know, in this case excitement, so it's a little nicer.
Yeah, how about Fett? Can you run through some of those OG names for me? Because there's so many, and I'm just give me some hard OG names, bro. Come on, Rokindo Collective, Shadi Nasser, CBITs is a Winged Warrior. Who else is a Winged Warrior?
You got Faha.
Faha Dukin. You mean the guy who we just walked through a gallery with to check all his stuff out? He's a Winged Warrior. I mean, there are really, honestly, too many to. Aeonium Sky is actually in the Winged Warriors Winged Alliance. So the Winged Alliance is like another avenue. If you don't own one of those Winged CBITs, we opened up a channel for, you know, creators and people that are just in the space. And so I think the thing you mentioned, Jub, is you found it as a home. You know what Happy Hoppers is? And I saw this at CNFTcon when Homeboy showed up and was so proud that he was holding your project. Happy Hoppers is a home. The Winged Warriors is a home. You know what? I see the Mallard order kind of being like that too right now. It's like people have found a home there. Being on their AMA, it was very clear. There are a lot of them that started with Winged Warriors. Cardano Robin, Faha 100. Like those are all Winged Warriors, and those are all homes for people here. We're a lot larger than we used to be, so people know less and less about these homes. But if they find it, when the troubled times do come and things get a little bit quiet and bearish, you know what? As long as they have a place to go that they can call home and feel good about being a part of. And that's honestly, that's what we're about. The only thing about the Winged Warriors now is we've decided our home needs to expand. Like, yes, we have our server home, but now we're exploring where else can we make our home and make a comfortable spot for our people to come and thrive and have fun and build that community and have that safe space. Safe space, Jeb. You're my
riding the lazy river a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, hopper, with your hopper inflatable. We'll get an F35 inflatable. We'll make them like those little floaty arms.
A rocket ship. We'll just go flying around up there somewhere. But no, dude, that's one thing for you guys that I think is so underplayed is the fact that all of you guys that started out in that alpha kind of group have gone on to either lead projects, be advisors for others. You guys were able to bounce information and start your own thing. And I think that information alone, being part of that group, is invaluable because you guys got direct access to you, where you may not be able to get a hold of you guys sometimes, even just throughout the day-to-day on the projects or things that you guys have tied up on. So I know always see the Winged Warrior chat. You guys always have something going on. So it's a cool way to get in touch with some of those big names that, you know, are in some of our favorite projects that we see today.
Can we try something here while we're on that subject?
Yep.
I want to try and share my screen.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
what I'm going to do is show you a little something. Entire screen. Okay, let's do that. Hopefully won't be anything shady popping up. Not there would be. Okay, but if you go into our server, this is the Winged landing. We want to just welcome. Nice to have you. If you go under welcome, there's our flight plan. You can check out what we're doing. We're doxed. There's our crew. Brian, V-Dog, Mike, our gift squad leader, looking futuristic. He actually works in real life in some virtual, like metaspace stuff. That's me. I'm many things. And Mariah is one of them as well. That's Buffalo Bourbon. We had a nice little time with a little bourbon highball for him, not me, at a high stakes blackjack table where I lost my butt. Thanks, Buff. And then space recordings. Our gallery walks, you know, 8 knots. This is the one that we did with Faha. So if you want to go in there and check that out, it was amazing. But here we have our actual galleries. And I believe this is Faha's gallery down. We go in there. Oh, no, that's the Winged Warriors. Let's go in there. Let's see if we can get in without having too many issues. So this is our headquarters where everybody went in during CNFTcon. And the cool thing about this is that it's very easy. This is your laptop, right? You basically don't need to do much to get in, and you can cruise around. There's the CNFTcon. This is our travel to virtual Vegas bubble. But over here, bam, we have our actual 3D files of our new set, the Winged Vox Warriors. And the cool thing with these is that that's a diamond skin right there, is that these are deployable in multiple metaverses. So we built for Boss Planet ultimately, but at the end of the day, wherever these things play, you get the file when you mint the NFT. So you will have the file for this beautiful guy right here, and you can launch him wherever it may play. And so I'll just show you real quick a couple of places that maybe it'll play. Oh, there's CNFTcon right there. Let's do the slideshow. There it is. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can see you. Surprisingly, everything's working.
Sandbox is a place that Dot Builders is building right now. They're putting something together there, and there will be 26 spaces for Dot partners that have their own dedicated space. And as you can see, the Winged Warriors are one of those dedicated spaces over there with our OG zombie and our gold platinum. So that's just, you know, obviously we're targeting Boss Planet. There's a lot to why we're there. That's why we have this collection built. We have a prime piece of land right across from Manny Pacquiao's island. You know, our intention is to get these Winged Warriors to fly over there for a fight. But ultimately, there are going to be spaces that present themselves. Let's see if I can stop sharing now. Stop sharing. Oh yeah, so
Peter executing. Look at that.
There you go.
So there are going to be other spaces that present themselves, and with our NFT, you're going to be able to hang on to that file, and when something opens up, whether it's Sandbox or I don't know what else might present itself before we're in Boss Planet, finished with the build there. That's what you're getting with this NFT, along with other things. And one thing you'll get if you mint this guy right here. This is our 1-of-1 Mallard. You can't see the head on it. Do you guys have that picture? Oh, you know,
I do. I'm gonna share. I can share.
Yeah, we can pull out of that for you.
Yeah, can you share that? So there you go. I love the Mallard hat. It reminds me of New York Jub with the knit hat.
I didn't even notice that at first. The thing over there. That looks really good. I like that.
So that's a mummy with a duck bill and gold wings, and our flight suit from our first boot camp. We were, you know, having a rough boot camp there. But if you mint this 1-of-1, you get a Mallard order CNFT. It's going to be a floor. Big. Don't expect a sash.
So not a
they're 800 ADA right now.
Yeah.
So let's just let that settle in. And that's what it looks like when you open the file itself. You won't have that starry background. Right. Backgrounds don't matter as much when it comes to these 3D voxel sets. But man, you can zoom in, you can cruise around. This is a gift that we made out of it. But it's really, really cool once you go in and you see the detail in these things. Dot Builders, shout out. You guys did a sick job. I know that Space Pugs, I think, is next up for a Vox set that's on the tape. So this is it, man. You get yourself a Mallard. Jub, if you get one of those 3 free, and it's that. There's one of my favorites. That's the grind, the zombie grind, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, love him.
I think these guys look like I like their the broccoli hair. That's my favorite thing about them.
There's dried blood on his helmet, by the way. I don't know if
There's
you
a
guys
helmet,
know that.
okay.
And it is a joint in his mouth.
Tom, go
Just so you know,
That's what I've always thought.
the
There's a pixel look to it. I love that.
I love broccoli.
That's
hey, my
amazing.
daughter loves broccoli. Thank goodness she does. But yeah. So my point is that's what our goal is. Is the other thing is those galleries that we talked about, like Tangs minting NFTs from inside the space. We're about what the Jub Hub was about. I think actually the Jub Hub more than the Winged Warriors. Winged Warriors kind of alpha group, people that are kind of doing stuff. The Jub Hub was more of like a community space, and people would come in saying, "Hey, I have an idea for a project. Do you guys have any input?" And so we do these gallery walks to help lift other projects up as well. Like we want to highlight projects that maybe they're having a harder time getting their point across, or people don't know them as well, or maybe they're just like the Raccoon Syndicate, which we'll be doing here in a few weeks again. We did their first set, and now we're doing their next mint. We're doing a walk with them. You know who else is doing a gallery walk with us? Mallard Order is doing a gallery walk with us. They're going to come, and they had the AMA today. We heard a lot about their story and who they are, and why they're doing things the way they are. We're going to walk through a gallery with them.
Awesome.
Jub is going to obviously do a gallery with us. Him and I will be talking, and maybe we'll even do just a Jub, the personal collection. So Jub, we gave away one of your old purple Jub Hub NFTs on our server, right? I don't know if you saw it, but that Jub Hub NFT, the person that won it is like, what is this thing? So you guys might have missed the Jub NFTs, but man,
That's
he became
history.
so popular.
That's what it is. It's history.
It is literally a piece of history. Man. So do you know what this one is, Jub? This Winged Warrior right here? Can you tell me about it?
The skeleton?
Just think about the skin. It's a skeleton. Think about the color shirt. It's an orange shirt. What does that represent?
The forbidden orange skellies.
The orange skellies. So there are only 37 orange shirts in the collection, I believe. And each one of them is a skelly. And so we did this as an ode to the skelly orange shirts in the OG CBits collection. And the only skelly orange shirt that has a wing is a blue wing. Bam. There you go. Diamond grill, Cardano eyes.
It goes deep, right? I love it.
It goes deep. There's a couple of other ones coming out. There's 3 more leaks that are just phenomenal.
I know we're showcasing a lot of stuff, and for anybody who's just tuning in or may love some of the artwork on this, what are the mint details for these? How are people going to get their hands on these?
That's a good question. Well, the grind ends tonight, so if you want to mint, what you want to do, if you want to get a whitelist spot right now, is you need to go grab a Winged Warrior off secondary. Make sure your wallet is verified with CNFT tools and jump in our server. If you're already in our server and you're a holder and your wallet's not verified with CNFT tools, make sure you do that. Your role will automatically show up. There also, you can grind. You can get to level 10 for your first whitelist. Some people have already started off. If you were an OG from the first mint, you started off at level 5, so you only have 5 to go. So that's another way to get it. They're 49 ADA. The first mint will be at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. We need a few days to sort out the details because our discount system was very involved. If you have a platinum wing, you get 10 ADA off. If you have a zombie wing, you get 15 ADA off. This is your whitelist mint. And if you have a diamond wing, you get a free mint airdropped to you.
Okay.
And you get 25 ADA off per as well. So, but get into our server, jump in the chat. We're going to be there for the next 3 days pretty much straight, and we'll chop it up with you. There's a giveaway for a Winged Warrior right now to the public, so you don't have to be a holder. You don't have to be verified with tools, nothing. Just jump in our server and go to Wing Giveaway, and you will see a Winged Warrior for giveaway right there, which will get you a whitelist. After 5 hours of whitelist mint at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, there will be, is that 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time? There will be a public mint. And the public mint will be 49 ADA as well. So the price will be the same for whitelist or public, but we had a deep discount program for those that have been holding, for those that have those with certain traits. And as a matter of fact, we're going to give one away to you 3 right now on the channel. We're going to give you a platinum wing shadow right now, but you have to work for it.
Okay. What are we talking?
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, here's how it's going to go. We're going to have you say the name of an animal minted on an NFT that you have, one at a time until somebody can't come up with one anymore. And we're gonna start with Tommy.
I have to own it though.
Yeah, you have to own it. Yep.
Ooh, okay.
has to
I'm
be a
gonna
specific
start this
animal
off
NFT.
to throw these guys off. Duck.
Go.
You.
Go. You have 5 seconds. 1,
ape.
3, 4. Oh, 1,
Bunny.
2, 3. 1,
Narwhal.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Baboon.
5. You're out. You're out. That's 5 seconds. Sorry.
Cat.
Okay, let's start over.
Okay, well, cat.
Now you have to say a trait of a winged warrior. The OG Winged Warrior collection. A trait.
Ooh.
Ready? You can't look at anything on the
Is
screen.
it starting for
Tommy.
me though?
Start
Yep,
with me.
Lavish, you go first. Ready?
Okay.
Go. Lavish first. Go.
One of the the OGs are from your collection.
Our collection. Our first mint collection. Yes, the Winged Warriors. Ready? Go.
I'm gonna be already out. I don't.
3,
I'm terrible
4,
at naming traits.
5. Okay.
Got him.
T-O.
I wouldn't be able to get one.
T-O. T-O.
Bullshit.
All you had to say was like
everything.
zombie gold wing.
Zombie, diamond wings.
Well,
platinum
I didn't know.
wings,
I
gold
didn't know you meant like the actual race. I would have said zombie. Yeah, I'd have been because this one is actually. I'm glad you picked this one that you did. It's. Are you gonna? Can you show that, TJ?
wings. Yeah,
You're the
it's
winner.
Shadow, the
By the
Wing
way,
Warrior
it's in the-
2607.
Yeah.
The shadow with the
The
sword.
shadows. I
with
mean, I know they
platinum
may not be
wings.
the highest on the tier. I
They're
got two
they're-
of those Minte, and I'm very big fans of the shadows. I was very
Yeah,
happy. I got a
They
mummy
might be my
too.
favorite.
The mummies and the
They might be
shadows.
my
It's more the
favorite, though.
color scheme, like just the blacks and like the whites of them. I like that theme on a lot of my NFTs, and I got one mummy and 2 shadows, and I was extremely. I mean, I got a zombie too, but I was extremely happy with my shadows.
Roswell says purple wings. I love
wings.
purple wings on a shadow. Also
See the
looks
color.
good, but that's
Okay,
yours.
now I feel stupid. Like the colored wings would be very easy to
Send
do.
Send
The
it
wings
to your
would have been
wallet.
the easiest ones.
Hey, TJ, I know he wins everything, but
Could have
I mean,
named a
you gotta-
couple of colors.
like,
He, honestly,
gotta be a
he did
little
throw me
quicker
off-
than that.
He threw me off with the duck because I literally had duck at the tip of my
I know.
tongue.
I went
Oh, that
after
one was the
TJ's.
easiest one.
TJ's
You got
expressing
owls,
his
you
head.
got raccoons.
You could have said. You could have said frog. You could have said
Owls,
frog.
As soon as he said
Yeah,
duck,
frogs.
it threw me off
Same.
completely.
I thought that was the
Hey,
most
well, just
obvious
so you know,
one.
at least you guys won something because normally you're giving it away to everybody else, right?
No,
That's-
Tonight,
yeah.
you guys got to win something on your own line stream.
That's actually a pretty
awesome.
crazy thing. We've got a giveaway to us on our own night, which is pretty crazy. But I feel like we should give something back to the chat for hanging out with us.
I agree.
BTC, I can't remember if we were doing whitelist spots with you guys at all for anything in chat, or if that was. I know we're obviously doing FET stuff. I can't remember if that. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, because I don't want to overpromise something that you didn't promise us at all.
All right, I got one for you. Ready? The first 5 people that aren't already in our server, if you go in our server in the general chat and tag me, CB Phantom Overlord, and say, give me a whitelist, I will give you a whitelist. First 5
There you
people in the chat that aren't already there, so I have to see you enter the chat for the first time, say, give me a whitelist, and I will give you a whitelist.
But say
It
please.
is.
So there you go.
Say please.
And,
There you go.
well, you
Right
can yell
now,
at me. I'm
give me a
okay with
whitelist
it. Jub's-
now.
And-
Jub's
Give me that
sensitive.
white list.
Also, if anybody needs a quick link to
Banger.
that, there is a link in the description of this video. If you're on YouTube, you can go down and click the invite link to the Wing Warriors Discord. Just a little heads up. A little easy alpha.
Thank you.
And then also, while everybody's working on that, we can also maybe run one more of these because we got 5 of these to give away. I think we need to speed these things up. Let's redo the angel, the giveaway. I got one more demon. Actually, let's do demon this time. Let's do exclamation point demon. And everybody start putting that in chat. We'll give you about 20 seconds so you can go to both, do your thing, and then we'll give one more of those away. And then, yeah, I kind of wanted to showcase some of that stuff because you gave us a bunch of pretty graphics over in chat. I feel like we'd be doing a disservice if we didn't kind of bring some of that stuff up, some of these worlds and
100%.
stuff with Boss Cat, man. You got some really good marketing material. We need to go. So exclamation demon, if you guys are now just getting back from the Winged Warriors chat over there. We'll give you guys about another 10 seconds and watch Cyberbullying probably win this one too. So test this out.
Is those side in the chat? Because he would have won that one.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're gonna end it here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Diamond, J-Hub. Maybe Reese, look at that spelling, buddy. And Byron. Byron is the winner on there. B-Y-R-O-N.
Byron! Are you serious?
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Byron has won the giveaway. So we got
Byron, he's a hardcore Elite Phantom Squad member. He deserves it. That dude works hard. Let me tell you.
He's rocking the alien with he's got the blue wings on there, the little gold chain. He's got a nice little pick right
Byron's hardcore, man. Don't
Shout
get
out.
in his way, bro.
Hey, Winged Warriors are in full effect tonight on the wins. So shout out to them. You guys have a winner over on the other side for Winged Warriors chat. Maybe we can shout them out real quick too. For the first 5 people that said hi over in that. Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
I'm gonna go back.
Let me go back.
You wouldn't know. I'm so terrible at my Discord organization skills too. I
pretty
scroll
good.
through
Got
like
'em all
9
in a
million.
little-
Never admit that.
I'm pretty good.
Never admit that.
I love J
Just
Hub.
say, hey, it's a work in progress.
I love your commitment, J Hub, who typed exclamation demon in the Winged Warriors chat.
Hey, he's not stupid. He's like, I won't let anything.
J Hub, yeah,
Cowboy
go for
Aaron
it.
said,
Okay,
"Give me a
here we go,
whitelist,
here we go.
please." He's
There you
new to
go.
the chat there.
I got Cowboy. He said he's gonna have me on sometime. When
I was
he's
gonna
not
say, yeah,
busy.
you guys
Go
better
down.
get, you guys gotta have a cowboy on over there.
Oh, it was great to meet you, Cowboy. By the way, it was great to meet that whole crew. So all those, you know, I live in Nevada. I live in Reno, Nevada. There's some desert. There's a lot of cowboys around here. So I can appreciate that.
Jimmy
you
D,
Yeehaw!
Grimmy. I almost said J because you wrote show your movies.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's how he gets down though. He's always trying to get that at some point.
Film
Just
and
throw it randomly in
V-boy.
there.
There you
Maybe
go.
someday I'll help him out one day.
Somebody what's that for?
CB
4 or
CB
5?
will confirm with you guys over there, but congrats to the winners on that over there. All right, well, we got some fun giveaways. What about some of the market material that you guys have going on? So we know the whitelist or the public, sorry, not the public, the whitelist drop is happening October 20th, right? 1 p.m. Eastern, and then the public 6 p.m. Eastern, correct?
Yep, that's right. And you know, translate that to whatever your local time is.
Yeah, I'm terrible about doing that.
One thing I do want to mention though is that if you go to our Winged Warrior homepage and scroll down a little bit, you look through our tweets. You'll see a video that we did with Faha, and I have to mention, man, we put together all 15 of his Aeonium skies, and I didn't do it. And shout out to Mike again, our gift squad leader. I don't think you guys know, like, he likes that I'm the showman and I do my thing. And by the way, I wish somebody had video of when I was asking Charles Hoskinson that question. When we were at CNFTcon, bro, did you see me, Jub, when that happened? Were you there?
I was sitting in the crowd.
Bro, I saw Chronic get up, and they're like, oh, maybe we can do an AMA. Bro, I was in first row, and there was no way I wasn't going to be next. I shoved my butt in there, but I had it live streamed to Restream, or to our headquarters. And I had my wife hold it, and then I asked him the question, which I thought was the best question. You know, how do we bring more community together, even across the Cardano, just the Cardano blockchain period with Cardano NFTs? And then I went up on stage and gave him a hug, and I have no video. So if anybody out there has video of that, please let me know. It's very important to me. So I don't know what I was talking about before I said.
I feel like it has to exist somewhere though. It don't have to be
boy.
like filming that whole thing. There's got to be somewhere around.
Oh, what I was saying is we
gotta help out there.
did Faha's Aeonium Sky collection. All 15 that are out right now, we put them together. And so Mike, the Gift Squad leader, it's on our Twitter page. Yeah, you want me to show you? Here, I can show you.
Yeah, if you could share, pull
Yeah,
up.
I was scrolling for it as well.
I'm scrolling for a while now.
Struggling. Here we go. Can you guys see my screen? I just
now we can. Yep.
You guys can't hear the audio, huh?
Oh, it's
No,
actually
you can't-
video
you can't.
like that. Let me see if I find that. What's the date on that video?
October.
Just
So I don't have
OCV. Just send
I'm gonna
copy
stop
paste that
sharing.
into the chat. Just copy paste that into our private chat,
Okay.
and we can pull. TJ can pull that real quick.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
So
So this was,
yes.
I mean, just insane. I had no. The Gift Squad leader decided he would do it, and yeah, I cannot. Let's stop sharing.
Yeah, it was insane to see for anybody just kind of getting into that, seeing Aeonium Sky inside of a metaverse. Like already the blocks together look insane, but to see that inside of there was pretty cool to see. Really something way out there that I never would have imagined seeing something crazy like in this day and age.
Aeonium
even
Sky.
early.
Is that right? I finally figured out how to say it properly.
Aeonium Sky, yeah. We butchered that. Last night we did our year
so long,
stream.
he probably will never talk to me.
Aeonimsky used to be the one. Yeah.
No,
Yummi used to be my go-to.
I don't want to say what I used to call him because I don't remember, and I want to just stick with the
TJ. What did you used to call him?
Annie, are you okay, Ski?
There you go.
Annie, are you okay? Smooth criminal. I mean, honestly, his work is insane. So I'll be honest, just a shout out. The dude is insane. Like I thought it was crazy at first, and we were minting this a year ago, and it was like, you know, they were cool, but we didn't really know what he was doing. Madman. But seeing those together, guys, go in that spatial gallery, I think, or at least watch the video. I think we have the gallery in our galleries. If not, we'll drop it. And just look at it.
It's
and you'll see this
collection part one you have, right? Oh, in Discord chat you shared it. Okay, let me go here.
Yeah, I don't know if we have it in our server right now.
I got it up here. I got it now. There we go.
So just to kind of like dial this back and get it. So you guys did a walk with Vaha, and this is all NFTs in his wallet. Obviously, he's got some of the berries. He's got an insane wallet. So this has got to be such a cool one to go through. So essentially, you guys can link up NFTs and connect these into spatial in here to go inside of this this metaverse, essentially a digital art gallery for personal wallets, right?
So it can be anything really, but yes, what we've been doing so far is just projects and their collections, and then we did the Winged Warriors, you know, in the beginning. But now what we're doing is personal walks with people in the space that have a lot of history and that have, you know, NFTs. So his was pretty amazing. It's a service we offer for free. If you're interested in doing a gallery walk with the Winged Warriors and the best MC in the history of the space, let me know. Hit us up and we'll set up a gallery for you. It's free. However, going forward, we will have an option that if you like the work that we've done, you can send us a tip in a tip jar wallet that we will have. But it's basically, you know, we just want to bring the community more, like we want more history, more exciting NFTs, more projects that are going to be adding to the space, things like that. So.
And do you have to be a Winged Warrior in order to request this feature? No, not at all. Yeah, you can just come and see us. We want to make sure that we're offering these kinds of experiences to our holders, right? So if you are our holder and you're part of our community and you're in there chopping it up regularly, you're going to know about this kind of stuff. And it's mind-blowing, honestly, to that SPO, bro.
Well, even that experience you're giving people from CNFTcon, it was great because if, you know, people live across the world can't attend CNFTcon, they actually get to kind of see what's going on live there with you showing them in the metaverse in an aspect. So I thought that was a really cool feature or experience you were offering with the Winged Warriors.
And we had a few connections at CNFTcon with some possible partnerships that we're going to be working on that could take us to a next level as well. And we're not the kind of project to promise something and chase after it. We're going to get it done and let you know when it comes. But I will say there were some really, really strong conversations. Virtua, I liked them a lot, especially since they lit up that Shelby Mustang in the middle of the floor.
Oh, I know.
And then Reach, you know, they put out a series of videos on their server of how to make your own metaverse where you can put a bunch of portals on your land. And it's insanity. So there's a lot of stuff that's being built out there. And the thing about Reach that I like, I'll tell you right now, is because they built before they came and told us all about it, right? So a lot of us don't even know who they are, or they kind of caught us off guard of like, huh, what? But they built a lot of it ahead of time, and I like that. So there's some possibilities out there for us, and who we are as a project and how we fit with these other projects to try and get them, you know, some exposure and growth and be a part of that growth. And I think that's what it's all about, honestly. Yeah, that's what I've learned in my 15 months here.
Yeah, I guess to like come up for a lot of people too, because like obviously you guys have the Vox Winged Warriors that are dropping, which are really good. You can carry those into any metaverse that accepts the file type for you guys. So that's one aspect of it. You guys have the Winged Warriors chat that you can own by getting a floor Winged Warrior currently. You guys have the Diamond Winged Warriors that actually gets you into the alpha chat of the original CBIT Winged Warriors, which is huge. And on top of that, you guys are offering this service here for these virtual like metacasts and things like that. Is that more, I guess, like the simple package of what it means to join into the Winged Warriors? Is that like kind of an overall like everything kind of in one, or are you guys just looking mainly to kind of get that sense of community by joining you guys, whether it be the early easy entry point at 49 ADA or whatever the floor may be, all the way up until the diamond, the wings and stuff like that? What is like the main goal with you guys, I guess, currently for Winged Warriors?
Well, I think we like to consider ourselves as the premier metaverse project on the Cardano blockchain currently. And that's not that we're building our own metaverse, it's that we're exploring the options of what exists currently, and we're willing to test them out. We're willing to go take the time to try them and find out what works and then provide that. But the other thing that I think we're missing here is that I didn't put this sheet together, but we have given away hundreds of NFTs, period. We've been around 5 months, and we have given away every week anywhere from like 5 to 10 NFTs, I'm pretty sure. And don't quote me on the exact numbers there. We have given away hundreds and hundreds of whitelists, some to quality projects, some to projects, period. And then we've given away some ADA too, but we don't do that a lot. We're not the Mallard order. We don't be giving away 55 to everybody who comes by.
No black things, huh?
That's another part. No, but that's another part of it, man. You made a 49 ADA NFT. One, you could get something very special. It could do a lot more for you. You have all those benefits you just talked about. And every week there's giveaways. You just go in, you click the stinking button. I think there were 130 people on average in our giveaways these first 5 months. And that's not a lot of competition to win an NFT. And then you're even, you're flat. You're just holding a warrior for free.
So I know you have the Mallard like helmet on the top there. Is there going to be a Happy Hopper helmet?
You know what? We missed. We swung and we missed. They couldn't do the frog. It was too intricate. We didn't get the approval from the Hopper team because we didn't ask. So that lays squarely on my shoulders and on 100% revealed here, because I hate the word doxed. My bad. I missed on that one. But that's why we're doing the lazy river. And you know what? We can always mint a little inflatable hopper, people.
There you go.
Like I said, get on that thing, float down the river, and you can win a hopper. I'll tell you personally, hoppers is more of like my own project than it is when I was thinking about like working with. Like I hold hoppers. I've minted every season of hoppers and bought some secondary, and so I don't know. I didn't.
You're
really
just as
think
excited
about it in that
for
way.
season 2 too, then I bet, or the second iteration here.
Oh,
yeah.
I cannot wait.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually kind of dying inside. I just don't want to fanboy again with Judd, because I've already done that once this year.
Yeah. Well, we could have a separate stream for that over here, showcasing that off. We'll bring some guests on.
A separate stream for me, a fanboy on Judd.
Well, yeah, we'll do a Judd fan stream. We'll call it the Judd Hub over here.
Selfie. Hold on, I gotta take a selfie of me and Judd real quick.
There you go.
Ready? Smile. All right. That's the one thing. That's my one regret from my one regret. Sorry, I don't know what's going on. It's late. My one regret is not getting a selfie with Jub. That was my big loss.
Jub, we didn't do the same thing either, but we met Jub. I think we saw you on the outside on walking away, and we were like, I'm gonna catch you on day 2, and then day 2 happened, and I was just like, everybody was either gone or like exhausted by like 2 p.m. and I was like, man, I missed so many people that I wanted to get with that second day. So next go around, I'm gonna make sure we stop at every single booth, because it was easy to get like sidetracked out there.
Dude, it was chaos. It was a fun chaos, but it was chaos.
Yes. I think it was everybody's first time though too. Like nobody really knew what to expect. It was just like hey, I want to go check out that, and then by the end, all of a sudden, the end of the day happened. It was like, wow, okay, like that just happened really quick.
It was like Night of the Roxbury. What's up?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there were so many things afterwards. I was like, man, if I only did that, oh, I missed that opportunity.
Yeah,
there's a few booths I missed on going to completely because I was just sidetracked to talk with everybody.
It was so crazy.
It was a big space. I was surprised with how big that place was, man.
That's what I was saying too.
I did not think it was gonna be that big.
It was.
I didn't know there was an upstairs until after it was over.
Same.
Nobody did. That was crazy.
Yep. Yeah, the whole speaker.
Were you up in one of those rooms, Jub, talking?
Yeah. That's where the panels were.
Nobody knew that.
Was there like audience members there, or was that more like live stream kind of stuff?
I think they did a video, but we had like 15, 20 people.
That's good then. Good. Yeah. Okay. See,
the only thing they streamed live was the stage, and we were actually talking to them because we do that kind of stuff ahead of time and trying to get their approval to be able to do that stage ourselves.
Yeah.
And we ended up having Buffalo do that eventually, but they were like, literally, it was like 4 days before or 3 days before, and they weren't sure. We'll get back to you. I'm like, well, when are you going to get back to me? Like, we'll be setting up on Thursday.
I've been saying, man, this was the training wheels year. This is
it was the first time.
Everyone's learning. This is year 0.
It was awesome. It was awesome. Honestly, it was an amazing time, and it's always going to be like that when you're new.
Yeah, I think
it's like minting your first NFT. You're going to mint ADA miners. You're going to spend 9,000 ADA, and you're going to have a wallet full of minerals that you'll never use for anything. And then one day, hopefully, you can feed to a Kraken somewhere and get some value out of it.
Well, guys, I know we're getting already at 11 o'clock, which is normally our shutdown-ish time, but we always go a little bit longer here. There's a few more things. We have a couple more giveaways that we need to get through. We have obviously
the big one. You want to give the big one?
We could do. Yeah, we could either start with the big one, and then I think we're gonna do 3 in a row, just the demon, the last 3. So we'll
do it.
I'll run 3 of those. We'll do that first, and then yeah, maybe you can set the stage while we set this up. I think, guys, for the demon one, let's run this one more time over there. New word, TJ or CB, give me a word, any word, easy though to spell.
Wings.
Wings. There you go. So, guys, in the
go.
chat right now, write the word !wings with an S over there, and that's WINGS. Write that over there. We'll give you guys about 30 seconds. I'll pick 3 winners on that, and those will be the final 3 Demon Hit Squad tokens.
And then while we're doing that, I just want to mention that next, I believe, we'll be giving away this Diamond Winged Warrior right here. There are only 27 in the collection. And to be honest with you guys, I own 97 Winged Warriors, and I either minted them or I purchased them on secondary myself out of my own wallet. I could have found another way to do that, but I didn't, because I actually love the CBITS collection initially. And then when we added large wings, I love them even more. And so I had to have like a zombie of every wing color and all that stuff. So I actually love these things. There are only 27 diamond wings. The Diamond Wing Warrior gets you a free mint. So we're calling it a free mint. It's going to be done by airdrop, but you get a free Winged Vox Warrior from our new set with this Diamond Wing Warrior. And there are only 27 that exist. And going forward, any set that we build from here on out, you will get 1 free every diamond wing that you own. So for this new set, there will be 27 new Diamond Winged Warriors. And for each one of those Diamond Winged Warriors, you will get a free mint on any other set that we make for the rest of time. So these Diamond Winged Warriors are valuable, and I kept 2 of them in our cache. They went up for sale on secondary, and I bought them out of our treasury to hold them for this moment right here, so that you can own a Winged Warrior, a Diamond Winged Warrior, and get all of this value, because I thought 600, super cheap. Let's go.
Huge giveaway over here, and we're gonna roll that over here and build that up. I'm gonna pick the 3 winners here. Wings, everybody's put in the chat too late. We are picking winners right now. Raccoon Collector is gonna be the first winner on this.
Come on, Raccoon Collector.
Second winner is gonna be RJ Gons. TJ, maybe we can write.
Come on, RJ! Woo! It's my boy.
We got RJ Gons, and then third one is going to be Tony Deal. Or Deal.
Cyber not allowed to win.
Yeah, right.
Cyber is the Chuck Norris of grind. Who is it?
Tony
Deal. Hey, Tony! Congratulations,
there
man. Make sure you jump in our server if you aren't already there, and get your wallet verified so you can we can get you that free airdrop Winged Vox Warrior, and maybe you'll be lucky and get a double up on the diamond. And there's one of our other Diamond Wing Warriors. That's a robot skin with a Men in Black outfit. And I think those are bloody eyes and diamond wings.
Just to clarify too, Anna, those winners were for the 3 Demon Hit Squad tokens over here.
Oh, never mind.
Didn't want to hype somebody up over there who did.
I take it all back.
Damn.
Yes.
Hey, you got to do that.
Still join the Discord.
You gotta have a little.
Still go join the Discord.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah. Go join the Discord.
Tony, RJ, and Raccoon Collector, you guys won Demon Hit Squad whitelist tokens. We'll go ahead and shoot us over a DM in the Freedom 35ers, either TOWMY, Lazy T, or one of the 2 of us, because Tom, he rarely checks Discord during the day. Let's just be honest. Shoot one of us a DM, and we will get you guys squared away on those. Okay, so the big one, which you got it lined up perfectly here, looking like Denarius from Dragon.
Oh, look at that! I got wings.
Game of Thrones.
Hey, take a screenshot of that, Joe, real quick.
There you go.
Take a screenshot, bud.
Crop it. Oh, I like the eyes.
Oh, I love it. That's my new PFP. Did you get
I
it?
don't even know if I did it right.
No. Very good. Sorry, I'm having fun on this. Yeah,
I like that. That fits out really well, actually. There it
I
goes.
don't even know how to do it anymore. I'm so.
Here.
All right, well.
There it is. Somebody will grab that for you. All right, we have the big giveaway coming up here. This is the one that he just built up all the hype
Gotta
for.
stick to the important stuff.
Guys, this is going to be a huge giveaway. The Diamond Winged Warrior. I don't know if the floor. I never.
Let's go.
1,300 ADA floor, I think it was, for one of these right now.
Let's pull it up.
Yo.
So
I got it.
huge one over here. We're gonna let what is gonna be the keyword to win this over here, Stevie? This is a big one. Something easy to spell, but
Woo, diamond.
diamond.
Just diamond.
All right, guys.
Shine bright like a diamond.
There you go.
1300 floor.
Exclamation diamond is gonna be your entry point into this. We'll give you guys about 1 minute. This is gonna be a huge giveaway. So make sure everybody enters this in. Spell diamond right if you want to win.
Freedom 35ers, people. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Whenever they drop a video, you're gonna need your notifications on because all you do is win big stuff. That's it.
Huge shout out to you guys, CB, the Winged Warriors, all you guys for jumping on stream and doing this giveaway tonight. I know you guys pride yourself on that. So huge thank you for doing that.
Trying to get in there. Zach Raven trying to grab.
You guys are breaking my
Tony's back
chat
in the
right
mix. Break it.
For the original, for your OG mint, I originally thought I snagged the diamond. I got very excited when I first looked at it. Unfortunately, it was just a blue wing. But I looked because I saw it and got so it's like you get that that rush. And afterwards, I was
you know what I would pay for that?
To load, and then looking for
that fresh crack.
Yeah, and then looking at the actual traits, and I was like, just blue. Damn. That's so excited.
The rush used to be so much more real when you were hovering over your keyboard on your your Roy or your Daedalus.
Yeah,
that's what we're saying. That's some last
address.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm rugging over here, but it's breaking my
I
chat.
think I heard it. I think somebody was talking about it.
All right, guys, we're gonna give you
got?
about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drum roll over here.
Let's go.
And the winner of Diamond Winged Warrior is
the other Tom. Why did you add it?
Curly Knox.
Oh my gosh. Curly.
We'll take that.
Huge,
like that.
Huge
Curly is OG.
Awesome. That's
OG
cool.
Diamond Hand Winged Warrior. He actually hasn't been deep on the grind like he was the first time around. Big deal for him to be able to pick that up and get that mint.
That's great.
Huge shout out to Curly Knox. He's definitely big on our Discord as well. So he's rocking the MF thing over there, man.
Just a faithful dude.
Congrats, dude.
It was either going to be him or O side. I feel like if it was from the 35er side. Winged Warriors.
Good work.
Wow. Awesome.
All right, what about the platinum? You want to give away the platinum?
Yeah, guys. Don't. Hey, you guys come stacked with these giveaways here. This is giveaway time. If you guys are just tuning in, this is our F35 weekly live stream.
Is there 2 more?
We have. I think we have the platinum wing, and then we also have 98 ADA.
Enough to mint 2 Winged Warriors for 49 ADA each. You pay for the dust.
And a Mallard letter, right?
Yeah. What else we giving away? Just Happy Hopper. What else was said?
Winged hoppers.
Hey, I don't know. I think Jump's nodding his head. You want to work another giveaway? I think Jump's
no pressure on it. You guys are good.
I mean,
hey, he said, hey, it's up to him. If you guys want to keep the stream rolling, we'll run it over here. Which one, TJ? Do you have that in the chat over there? I think you guys, CV, you sent the
platinum one,
the platinum.
Platinum. Mm-hmm.
Pull it up here.
So don't worry.
Platinums are a 10 ADA discount on a whitelist, and then if you win a platinum and you don't have a warrior, you automatically have a whitelist. So discounted whitelist plus you get a platinum, not a bad deal. The floor is 140 on those currently as well, so it's a nice little floor too.
All right, now
and I love this guy.
I think we're gonna test people's spelling skills on this one. I feel like we should do exclamation point platinum to enter into this one.
But don't spell it wrong. If you spell it wrong, you are out immediately.
Make sure I Google this for myself.
Are you entering your own giveaway, bro? You already won one.
I don't know if you've ever heard. I don't know if you've ever heard our rule on giveaways. If we enter a giveaway, which I know Tom sometimes will jump in there, if one of us wins the giveaway, we double the prize.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
It's only fair.
All right. Hey, I didn't know that. Truthfully.
It's a risky. It's a gamble, you know. Sometimes you just enter in for fun. And,
no, it's just like to see your name in the winner's circle. You know what I mean? You just gotta go for it.
That's true. That's true. It's just like that rush of that mint, man.
All right, Eddie's you have extra I in there. I'm just throwing that out to help you out. Platinum, guys. We were gonna end this here.
That's right.
Platinum.
So while you're getting that ready, I just want to announce our little rainbow guy back here. Something new that we added was a new rainbow skin with rainbow wings And so there's also rainbow eyes and a puke rainbow mouth, but it's just called rainbow mouth. And that is the one of one naked rainbow.
The mouth looks great with it too. I really like the mouth. Like maybe it adds like that extra flavor. But the wings, the gradient in the wings is where it really gets to show off.
Yeah, it's nice, man. These things are really, really cool when you open them up in their files.
All right, guys. I think we've got enough entries in here for platinum. We are going to roll this over here in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Come on, Don.
TJ.
For Don.
TJ, you won.
Yo,
TJ.
Congrats, TJ. Great name, bro.
Shout out to the
that's not you?
No, different TJ.
We've got because you're a capital
Beat Boys over here. Shout out to the Beat Boys. Shout out to the block over there.
Come on, Beat Boys.
There we go.
Yeah.
Congrats
TJ.
to TJ.
Hit us up, man.
Yo, congrats.
We'll fill out that Google form and announcements.
All right,
yeah, that is a pretty good name. I got to admit.
How is TJ?
I could have been AJ when I was young, but I wasn't that smart. Amariah James. I just went with Amariah, and everybody made fun of me. So Amadeus Amaretto. You know, there's a lot of names I got called.
Guys,
but let's not go back over the child.
It actually stands for Tommy Jr. A lot of people don't know that.
That is true. Tommy Jr. Tommy.
Yes, it does.
Guys, we have let's do the last giveaway over here. We have one that is actually ADA, so this will get you 2 mints, right? The box.
Well, if you choose to mint with it, it'll get you 2 mints. Otherwise, it'll just get you some other rug.
I mean, anyone enjoying this?
We're not going anywhere.
He's giving you a minor taste of the Discord over there and the Winged Warriors experience.
This is what we do, bro. This is like a weekly event.
95 gets you a happy hopper right now. I just saw it. There's only one listed for 95, then it goes to 105.
There you go.
You know what? I approve of that transaction.
There you go. Either way, you're supporting
either a hopper.
So
hey, thanks everybody for congratulating me. I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome.
Congrats to TJ, right?
Congratulations for nothing.
All right.
For that baby of yours. Congratulations on that child.
You
the labor duties.
Yeah, labor duty and no sleep.
They're worth it. They're worth it, bro, for that quiet time.
All right, 98 ADA giveaway. Again, someone CB, I guess this will work for you. What is a keyword that they should enter in to win this 98 ADA?
How about 1985?
1985. Exclamation point.
Exclamation 1985, please.
Perfect.
That was the year the Chicago Bears won the Super Bowl.
There you go. And I was negative
the greatest
3 years old.
Whoa, bro. Easy. Don't be flexing your age on me, okay? Youngster.
It sounded like it's a good year.
I'm older than everybody here. That's all I know, because you guys aren't even 35 yet, right?
No, okay. I got the year. I'm on the countdown. Otherwise, we're gonna be freedom. We're gonna be freedom 36ers if I don't make it.
You better get out of this bear market, bro.
We figured if we don't do 35, we're gonna be the 45.
Your time is limited.
It's a median age, right? We're just gonna hire somebody who's young, like we were talking about. Just bring down the.
I'm going for freedom 85 for me, people. Freedom 85.
There you go.
Let's go.
All right, guys. We'll end this here. 1985 last minute entries in 10.
Oh, the Go Bears gets an extra entry. I'm pretty sure, right?
J-Hub,
you're so smart. This is a smart guy. I can never hang out. He's too intelligent.
There we go, guys. In 3, 2, 1.
Overlord is an old fart.
Oh, it couldn't be a night here without our boy Resin winning a giveaway out here.
What? Rez.
Reroll.
Always winning. Reroll.
Resin.
Thank goodness it wasn't a hopper, because Jubb would not stand for that.
Homie's hacking.
Yo, he is always he's out there with that creation Yummy, man. He always hoppers, Yummy, and mutants, man. That guy is on top of that stuff and winning giveaways. Mean Hangman player too. Yo,
well, congratulations everybody. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, congrats. Thank you guys so much, me and Jubb and everybody for jumping on here and doing these giveaways. That was really generous of you guys and awesome to host you over here. Had a great time getting to chat with you guys. Last minute entries here, October 20th, 1 p.m. Eastern. I think that is 5 p.m. UTC. I'm doing that math right. And then 6 p.m. Eastern or 10 p.m. UTC for the public sale.
Exactly right.
2,777?
2,777. That's always going to be the number, at least as far as we know right now.
Perfect.
But the key is, hey, if you have any questions, come in and hit us up, because not only is all this fun and we're cool, we're so reachable. Like, I am a normal, regular person just like you. It just somehow landed in this fortunate position of being able to lead and help a community, the Winged Warriors. Same for Jub, to be able to fall into a position to lead and help a community like Hoppers. And we will answer any questions. So Jub, is there any question anybody could ask you in Hoppers and you wouldn't like help them out one way or another?
Anything, man.
And that's what the Winged Warriors were built on more than anything else. Is there was no level of somebody being higher than you or whatever. And that's why Faha did a walk with us on Friday. Because Faha may have 18,000 followers and a massive collection, but he's a dude. And it was great meeting him at CNFTcon to see that he was bald, because he always wears that headdress. So I didn't really know that he was bald. It was awesome. But he's just a regular guy.
One of the first,
so we're here for you.
He was one of the first hands I shook when I landed in Vegas.
Really?
Yeah. I hugged him, and I made it awkward. I hugged you, T.O., Tommy, my boy.
Yeah.
I came up and gave you
a big old hug.
You put your hand out. You put his hand out like this, and I said, "Bro, get in here." And then I held on to him a little bit too long.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that was most interactions.
His fiance was like, "What? Can you tell him to stop?"
She like, we went back to the room like later that night. She's like, "Who do you know these people?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we hang out every day online." Like, what do you mean? She's like, "You've never met them before?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "That's so weird." I'm like, I know.
And my wife was like, "You hugged that guy a little hard. I'll just be honest with you." Like, I get some.
She said, "You never hug me that way anymore."
Hey, thank you so much, you guys. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you. Hop into the Winged Warriors chat, ask some questions, poke around, and we're gonna have fun. And we give away stuff for free.
You got me more excited. I mean, obviously already excited, but you always bring the energy up. Even the first time, we got to have you on afterwards. It's like, I'm going to go, like, sweep some floors now or something. I'm ready to go. Like, action's ready. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Someone screenshot it for you.
There it is. Oh, my kids will love it. Thank you. Thank you for that.
That is
awesome.
fun.
We had a great time with you guys. CB, great always catching up with you. Obviously looking forward to the Winged Warriors. Make sure to note, if everybody hasn't already, you guys have a Google form, right, to whitelist your address if you guys for the Vox Mint. So important to go ahead and Discord and make sure you guys whitelist that address before being able to mint.
We have 3 hours and 41 minutes to get in there and fill out that Google form. So, but if you need, open a ticket. We'll talk. We'll chat.
There you go.
We'll talk.
And then also, Jub, dude, appreciate you jumping on, hanging out. I know, like I said, we've been meaning to catch up with you, so I'm sure we'll get a chance to talk some more Hoppers here soon. We'll set that up with you guys.
We'll figure something out.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, thank you so much for jumping onto the stream. It was a ton of fun. Awesome giveaways tonight and just great vibes from the community. So, guys, really appreciate it. Exciting time for Cardano NFTs right now. I know we really didn't get a chance to talk about everything else that's going on, but I'm sure we'll catch up here soon. The space is just starting to get fun right now, and gives you good conviction for everything that we've been doing over here for the last year and a half. It was an exciting day, I know, for us. I'm sure for you guys as well.
Awesome. Thanks so much. All right, Winged Warriors and everyone else, F35ers, we think you guys are awesome, by the way. All of us.
Appreciate it.
Keep doing what you're doing.
We appreciate
Thank
that.
you, guys.
Catch you later.
Awesome, guys. Take it easy.
See you guys.
Perfect. I got to make sure I got the chat over there. Dude, that was fun, man. What a good time.
Really cool.
Wow.
Having how many guests on was awesome too. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, some OGs in the space tonight. Big shout out to Kyle for jumping on. Awesome gameplay and just overall graphics. And then Fat Jub, CB, dude, so fun to catch up with them and some OGs inside the space, dude. Chat, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. I know it's a busy night, a lot going on inside the space. Definitely want to, obviously some of our big projects that we're fans of over here. Obviously, Mallard had a huge space tonight. If you didn't get a chance to listen to that, go take a look. Get Demosthenes over there. Started talking for the first time. Nemesis, she was in the space as well. Really, really good thing. It's recorded over on Twitter, so make sure to go check that out from Mallard Order. Yummi showed off a teaser trailer for the Blue Paper. So that's got them hyped. Their floor is pumping over 800 now.
Let's just talk about the 24-hour volume today.
Over 3 million in volume.
3.3 million today. That's insane. I love it. You love to see it.
Dude, I just remember logging into JPG this morning and just seeing everything in the green. like everything. And I want to talk derps, dude. What a run they had this week.
I'm not gonna lie, I sold a derp ape today because they were running up. I sold it for 319. Can't be mad about that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, dude, everything's been. I honestly, I thought I made a play on one of my derps. I bought one at 560, just a common one, just to like play around with. I tried to swing. I swung traded for like over 600 ADA, and then jokes on me, that thing doubled in price over the next day. So proves that people derps. It really feels like the big catalyst recently obviously was Ape Society, which mental, those things were over like an 8,200 floor at one point today. I think they're corrected even at 7,500, but Ape Society, Dirt Birds, and Mutant NFTs seem to lead the charge for some of these guys on the east side to get over here. Even to the point where, you know, I think honestly, I think a lot of this volume outside of just people inside the Cardano space has been that outside ETH volume coming in. A lot of people were buying into Ape Society, and people were taking profits on Ape Society. If you were free staking to earn, people are earning crazy amounts of ADA right now from Ape Society, and even derps and all those different ones. So I think people who had never had that ADA yet were able to reinvest back into some projects they wanted to get into, and that's why you're seeing like a general like floor increase on a lot of the top projects, because people have some ADA to spend right now after taking some profits.
I made some profits this past week, and I actually bought back in Good Charlotte Clay Nation for 840, and now the floor is at 1,035. So I'm pretty happy with that purchase today.
Isn't it crazy, man? How stuff is pumping like that? Like, it just makes me excited though. Like, honestly, it's a ton of fun to like just see that, to be part of that.
Oh, this is definitely a nice little quote unquote bull run today for Cardano NFTs. That's for sure. Everything was just pumping.
It slowed down a little bit, I feel like, in the afternoon, because I was like catching it all as I was working. I kept like derpers is going off. It's like, shit, I gotta get on this and be paying attention, so I don't leave anything up stupidly or anything like that. And then it just continued throughout the day. Like Mallard started going off, and I was still not quite done with work yet, so it was just during the day. But it was still fun to follow. There's so much going on. I actually was like losing track.
A lot of these are still holding too, though. Clay Nation's at 3,250, Ape Society almost 7,500, Dirt Birds 1,100, Old Bunny's at 1,200 again. It's sick.
Wow. Shout out to Old
pissed
Money.
I can't get one of those. I mean,
Jelly
honestly,
Cubes 2,280.
Yep.
Introverts over 400, 850 for Yummi. Wow, dude. Insane stuff. Man, also, dude, big shout out to that Mallard space today. That was a huge space for them. Getting Demosthenes to go ahead and hear him for the first time. It was really crazy to like hear the backstory, man. So I did not expect that at all from them. Like really hearing like, you know, how passionate they are, how Nemesis and him met, you know, at like an art kind of gallery style thing, and then they were like how his backstory of his dev and things like that, and they were into like the wax, was it the name of the chain they were into, and NBA Top Shots and stuff like that. I think they were big into Solana NFTs them before that, and then they got into Cardano, and the rest is kind of history. So a little bit of alpha as long as schedules play out here. If you guys are tuning in at the end, you may want to tune in next Monday for a little bit of Mallard order content here. You may see your favorite big brain duck making his debut onto the YouTube side.
I'm not saying watch it.
Bruce?
Are you saying about the actual times?
We're talking about
DM either me or Tommy or the Freedom 35ers actual Discord name.
Yeah, just shoot one of us the thing. We're gonna shoot obviously all that stuff over to CB over there, but you can also hit Rez. They know who you are over there, so you can also message CNFTBTC for that as well. We're also going to be shooting them stuff over there just to confirm. So if you guys won tonight, we will also shoot a list. But if you guys want anything on our end, just shoot us either me or TJ a message, and we'll respond back. But guys, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can keep up with everything. I really just want to get off here and just go check some of my wallets and go see what else is pumping right now, so we can get into some stuff. But we got 25 people here. So again, just to reiterate over here, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Shout out to everybody over in chat, hanging out with us. Congrats to all the winners. And if you guys are still here and have not, make sure to hit that like button if you guys have been enjoying the content, and consider subscribing. I don't know yet. I haven't looked at YouTube, but we are like dangerously close to 2,000 subs right now. I haven't checked if we actually got close to that yet, but if you guys are not subscribed, we're only a few away.
I might be DJing in some stuff after we get off stream here.
There you go.
1998, 2 away.
Guys, if you are not, we had 2 subscribers away from 2,000. So if you guys are not subbed to the channel and you enjoy content, we do this every Monday night with guests. Sometimes not, but just do fun giveaways, just alpha chat, general bullshit chat, just a little bit of just fun, man. We like to chill out here. Sometimes games, maybe in the future, one of us gets a new computer. And then also Friday, we do our podcast every week. That goes on Apple and Spotify and YouTube. You can catch us at 9 a.m. Eastern every Friday morning.
And you could read Tommy's descriptions. It's a nice little thought out paragraph.
Sometimes if you read the descriptions or if you listen through the whole way, you can actually win NFTs. Just throw that out there. But yeah, unless anybody's got any last minute questions, anything like that. We did, Yummi did hit the moon, Eddie. Go check out their Twitter. They have a teaser trailer right now. TJ, can you play that teaser trailer real quick? Just to end that out for you.
Cheeser one?
The teaser trailer. Teaser trailer. That's fun to say.
Let's see. Here it is.
Play
with sound.
Audio.
Can play it with sound. Oh, what's going on here?
Casual little something just blew through that little comment or whatever that was right there. I don't know. I got speculations on what it could be.
What could it be? Ooh, 1999, 1 away.
Guys, we're gonna hit the 2,000 sub right here at the end of the chat. Yeah, dude. Yummy's pumping
really
right now.
that close? 1999.
2000. We hit it.
Ah, there it is. TJ, can you pull that? Do we have that over there?
I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm doing it now.
Okay.
Had someone unsub. No, I'm kidding.
That'd be hilarious. That's always nice. Dude, crazy right there. 2,000 subs, guys. Holy shit. Thank you guys so much, dude.
It only took a year.
Yeah, 1 year to hit 2,000 subs. But hey, we did it, right? Slow and steady wins the race. I don't know.
I was just saying it's a birthday.
I'm proud of it. I don't know if it's good, but I'm proud of it. Like, I'm happy.
You know.
It's
cool.
about an extra.
You guys like hanging out with us and, enjoy our brand of, entertainment nonsense. So,
yo, shout out Frank in the chat.
It says the latest one, right? Doesn't
what
say
up?
the latest
What up,
version?
Frank, new guy? Appreciate you hanging out here with us.
I thought he got lost in the woods the other night. I don't know. I'm surprised to see him on here. Isn't that the guy from the Marvel movies? I'm pretty sure he's from Marvel.
Oh, he is the Marvel guy. He's the actor.
Yeah,
Plays in Captain America.
Yeah, he's oh, come on now.
Alrighty.
Help me out, Frank. You're in the movie, goddammit. He's gonna drive me nuts now.
Tom's tripping. He's all caught up in the moment.
All right, guys, it's cool hanging out tonight. Thanks for coming out. Shout out Winged Warriors. Shout out Wolves of Rome. Podcast will drop Friday, and we will see you next week.